Our NTFA broadcast brought to you by Buckby Motors. Locals supporting locals. We have your next car. A sponsor of City Park Radio.
Welcome to UTAS Stadium here in Launceston. My name's Dave Moore. This is City Park Radio 103.7 and 96.5. I'm with Matt Donaldson and Max Walker this afternoon. They're just getting organised, so I won't call them in just yet. We've got Dave Gruber on the stats as well. And we've got Chris Sayer, our boundary rider. So it's a big game here this afternoon. North Launceston versus South Launceston. Two old rivals. And it's going to be a cracking game of footy. South Launceston will go in favourites, which is an unusual position for them based on last year's results against North Launceston. But there's been a lot of lineup changes over the last 12 months. So North going in a little bit weaker than they did last year, but a lot of opportunities for young players. Okay, we might get straight down to the ground there to Chris Sayer. Who is furiously texting me, but we've run out of time for that. Doesn't matter. Chris, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. I was actually getting the temperature. It's balmy down here. It's almost like summer. 22 degrees down here. Slight breeze, probably favouring the northern end, sort of that sort of railway wing pocket end. I don't know, a couple of goals maybe. A beautiful day. You wouldn't have thought there was an AFL game on this ground 24 hours ago. Like, it's just beautiful, amazing.
Got a few late changes for North Launceston, which we'll go through here. We believe there's no Lockie Mitchell in the team, no Lucas Kerr, no Jacob Kerr, so three big outs there. A few players with opportunities, though, coming into the team. We've got some debutants today, Jake Blaisley, Deegan Seaton and Logan Canning. Congratulations to those three. And we've got the AFL experience, Chris of Camden McIntosh.
Yes, he's number 33, not 81, as in the program. Yes, he looks quite formidable out there. Bald head, black headband and moustache. He looks quite formidable.
So just talking about that breeze, Chris, I see the windsock there sort of blowing across the ground.
Yeah, it is sort of swirling a bit. It looks like it's favouring that railway wing. I don't know if it'll affect the game that much here. It'll be interesting to sort of see how South adapt to this big ground, whether that gives North an edge or not. I don't know, but yeah, North have got to be on their game because South are a good unit, aren't they?
Absolutely. Chris, we'll hear from you during the day.
Okay.
So swinging now to our commentary team here, Matt Donaldson, who's joined us after a couple of weeks. Good afternoon, Matt.
It's a very good afternoon to you too, Dave Moore, and good afternoon to our listeners. Well, I'll chat on my Bono and the Edge. It is a beautiful day here in Launceston.
Yes.
Absolutely magic, and Chris touched on it, about 22 degrees out there, slight breeze, but lovely conditions given this time of the year in April, and looking forward to a really good contest this afternoon. A couple of traditional rivals, looking forward to seeing Camden McIntosh run around again for North. We covered the game on Good Friday out at Windsor Park when he made his debut for North, so looking forward to seeing him run around again, and looking forward to seeing some of those South guys. They shared the goals around last week against Deloraine, so players like Lee and Holt and Farrelly, they kicked 3 each last week, so shared the goal kicking around, so looking forward to seeing them run around again this afternoon here at UTAS.
Absolutely, and after a few weeks' absence, he's umpiring a lot these days, so you don't see him much on the Saturdays, but he's come out for the Sunday game. Mr. Michael Max Walker. G'day, Max.
Good afternoon, Dave. Yes, thank you for that little wrap-up. Sunday's a double time, so I always like to be here on
absolutely.
Sunday. And, welcome listeners, welcome to those watching on the stream. Two, I guess, relatively inexperienced teams overall. Obviously, Jay Blackberry's back in the South lineup this year. I think Tommy Graham took number 3 for one season, but he's back been demoted to number 2. But, just little things like that. Great to see Camden McIntosh here as well, so he'll be very good, I suspect, for the development of the very young North Launceston group. Like you said, Dave, relatively big outs for North. Lockie Mitchell played in their flag last year, and I think the year before as well, and I think Jacob Kerr might have played in the flag last year also. I've got a coaching role with them this year, I think, as well. So a couple of experienced players out of their lineup, which gives a couple of young kids the opportunity to run around on a Sunday and make a bit of a name for themselves. Well,
we're speculating whether Thomas Templeton, the very impressive young ruckman for North Launceston, is out, and I've got it confirmed now from Chris Sayer that he is in fact out of the team today. So we're not sure who's going to take over the rucking duties. Maybe Smedley. We'll wait and see, but that's another big out there as well for North Launceston.
It's interesting then, Dave, because he's actually on their team sheet.
Yeah,
he's not crossed out. He's one of their 22 on the team sheet.
Okay,
so if we can get a bit of feedback on that, Chris, as to who's replaced him, would be great.
Yep. So as I mentioned, the debutants there: Jake Blaisley, Deegan Seaton, and Logan Canning.
And it's Logan Canning that's in the centre circle there, Dave.
Yeah, I noticed him in the ruck practice there before, so he might have come up from the twos as their ruckman. At South Launceston, of course, a very powerful lineup. They've added some extra players this year, including ex-North Launceston players in Will Gibson and Ryder Bugmax.
Yeah, played at North last year, I think, with the juniors, or as a underager with the Devils. Was it North last year, was he, or Ryder Bug?
Ryder Bug? No, I think he was, he was at North. He's transferred over to South, yeah.
Gone back to his junior heyday.
So getting underway here, UTAS Stadium, umpires today, Hamish Anderson, Noah Jackson and Jacob Anderson. First possession to Dom Pitt, who had a great game last week, got in the votes here on City Park Radio. Kicks it inside 50 towards Oscar Mansley, trails the ball towards the wing, picking up his Blackberry. Fakes the handball, moves inside, looks for a 45 kick, tries to escape a tackle. Long handball over the top, here in the Charlesworth direction. He gets free. Kicks to the wing looking for Kenny, getting in the way as Pitt, hands off now to McIntosh. His short distance kick is good and spots up Oscar Mansell. So experienced players involved early on.
Oscar Mansell in the centre square here, right in the centre of UTAS Stadium. He kicks the ball up towards the 50 and it goes over his teammate's head there. And it has been marked by it's Charlesworth, the captain of South Launceston. So in the back line here for South, cross fullback, finds a teammate there in the bright orange boots. And we're on half-back here for South Launceston as they look to clear this ball from defence. This is Graham with a chipping ball down the wing. He's trying to find Bailey Lowe. Lowe gets down to it. Loose ball bouncing around. Players diverge on this one. This is Logan Canning. Picks it up. Comes off hand, goes out of bounds, and we'll have a boundary throw in right in front of the interchange gates here at UTAS Stadium.
Might be a free kick in that little scrimmage there. It's going to go to Bosveld, recruit from Bridge North. So promising start here for North Launceston. There's the kick towards half forward. Gissel there, couldn't quite take the mark. Follows the ball on, gets tackled by a couple of Bulldogs. Ball escapes. Amble flips out there to Ryder Bug. Can't get an effective possession. Amble at the top by Jordan. Kick clear by Charlesworth. Over here towards the running Holt. He's got an advantage there. He picks up the ball now, Holt. Kicks to the attacking 50 over the top. Badcock will run onto it. He's got it now. Oh, gee, he just coughs up the handball. Is that deliberate? No.
Wow.
The Price just throw it in. So Matt Badcock there, a touch lucky there and not getting a free kick against him. It's no scorers yet. We've played 2 minutes here at UTAS Stadium. Welcome to our stats man, of course, today, Dave Gruber. We're giving us stats during the day.
Very lucky, Dave. I think the handball went straight for the line, but we'll
Absolutely.
have a boundary throw in about 40 metres around from the south goal. Boundary umpire, a bit of work to do. Throws the ball in. Ball bounces there in front of North Bay. Wrapped up straight away. We'll have another ball up right on the paint of 50 here for South Launceston. Boundary throw up. Rucks go at it. That was Lee that got a touchdown there. Only as far as North play though. North have an opportunity to clear here through Blake Payne. There's been a free kick and it's going to come back to Payne. He's got Camden McIntosh, Richmond Premiership player, in defence running down the wing, and he shorts up and finds a player. It's going to be a Bombers ball on the wing. Short pass, he'll find Dom Pitt. Dom Pitt just outside the centre square. Driving ball inside 50, bouncing ball inside 50. Opportunity for South to clear here. A shot on goal here by Oscar Mansell. Oscar Mansell's kicked the goal. North are on the board. So loose ball inside 50 there, Maxie Walker, and Oscar Mansell pounced and snapped on his right boot and kicked the goal. Opening goal of the game.
Yeah, not a known goal kicker, Oscar, but good polish there, good finish, and sort of made his way down towards the forward line from probably started off half back, I think, which plenty of running the Bombers at the moment, making South look just a little bit slow, but very early in the game. But good finish, good confidence boost for the young Bombers.
He's playing deep forward too, I noticed there, Max. So, they're the players are going to have to rely on today to stay in this game, aren't they? Fletcher Bennett, Oscar Mansell, those experienced players.
We started off half back because he was down here on Holt to start with.
Logan Canning in the ruck. Up against Caleb Nason. I haven't seen much of before. It spills to the side of the contest. Canning again, getting it to McIntosh. And ball backwards here towards Tavira. He can't pick it up. Picking it up cleanly though there is Bailey Lowe. Gets it away there to Bug. Ryder Bug gets some space. Kicks to half forward. Oh, lovely trap there by Brock Kenny, I think it is. Kicks it to advantage there of a teammate. That's Will Gibson. Handball's backwards. Matthew Lee, inside out, right foot banana is great. Terrific goal, Matthew Lee, to get South Launceston underway here this afternoon. And that'll be a bit of a nomination for goal of the week, that one there from Matthew Lee. Max Walker.
Yep, plenty of time, but still sized it up. I think he read what was written on the board, on the ball, and said, that's a Sharon, and I'm going to kick one end of it. And good handball by young Will Gibson as well to create a bit of space for Lee. But that's what he's there for, young Lee. He's a known goal kicker and has kicked a few bags over the last 2 or 3 years. So, again, good confident start for him, and South pegged that early goal back from North.
Great start, Matt Donaldson, to this game.
Absolutely was. And Ryder Bug was involved in that passenger play as well. So 2 goals inside the first few minutes, 1 apiece. So all locked up at 1-6. Rucks go at it again. Here is Tom Graham running a ball, bouncing ball, and gathers onto it. He wheels and goes a little bit backwards to Holt. Short pass there, up onto the wing and finds Blackberry. Blackberry comes off his hands and it goes out of bounds. So we'll have a boundary throw in, out of wing. 5.5 minutes gone in the first term, all locked up, 1 goal apiece.
Massive inclusion, Jay Blackberry, Max.
Oh, huge. Had 12 months off while he consolidated himself in his new role with the Tas Fire Service, but I think any club in Tasmania would be very handy to pick him up as a recruit.
Nason and Canning in the ruck. Nason for hands, but it comes up with McIntosh. Camden McIntosh driving ball down the wing, searching for a teammate, kicks to a bit of a contest, goes off hands. Here's Tyler Gardner there for South. Loose ball trickles towards the boundary line, and it's Charlesworth sees it over. We'll have another boundary throw in just outside Northern Bombers 50 on the outer wing.
From the boundary throw in, the Rucks go at it here. Nason up against the debutant Logan Canning. Doing okay so far. Nason takes it out of the ruck though. And we've got a throwing the ball decision. I think it's going to go North's way. It's going to go to Canning. In good form in the twos. So Canning, right footer. Kicks high. It'll fade away to the pocket. It's all South Launceston underneath it. Fly from behind though. That's Smedley. I thought it was all South Launceston, but ghosting in amongst them all was Isaac Smedley. Daniel's his old man. So Isaac Smedley, 10 metres in from the boundary, 35 metres out. So a promising start here for North Launceston. And Smedley a chance to put them in front, just a question by how much. He should get the distance here. Windsock is blowing in his face though, so it might hold up a little bit. It'll be a fluky breeze here at UTAS Stadium. Here's Smedley. Kicking for goal, sets it up, not bad. Umpire does not move. 2 goals, North Launceston, and a fine mark and conversion there to Isaac Smedley.
Very good finish too. Confident off the boot. Goal umpire didn't move. Can't say much more about it than 6 points. Good kick, good finish.
He is a good overhead mark, Max. We've seen mainly playing defence, but he can take a grab.
Yep, and looks like he's going to go and have a run in the ruck now.
Yep, changing with the debutant. Today's broadcast brought to you by Buckby Motors, locals supporting locals. We have your next car. Thanks for your support, Buckby Motors. Here's Matt Donaldson for City Park Radio Sport.
Nicely done, thanks Dave. So it's North Launceston, 2 goals straight, 12 leading South Launceston 1 goal. We've gone 8 minutes here in the first term. And Rucks go, as we mentioned, Smedley in the ruck now, up against Nason. Nason wins the tap. Gets out towards a contest there. It's Pitt versus Graham out on the side. Ball spills out to the wing. And it's going to be a South ball. Short kick by Charlesworth. Charlesworth trying to find a target in the centre of the ground. He's done that in Brad Wicks. So Wicks in the centre square here at UTAS Stadium. He plays on and kicks with the right inside 50, trying to find a target in Bailey Lowe. Came off hands. It ends up with Lee. Lee for South. Chance here for North to clear. Loose ball inside South's 50. Ooh. Bombers have a couple of numbers here, and it is picked up and snapped by, was it Ryder Bug?
Yes.
With that snap, and he's kicked up behind there. So Ryder Bug on the board for South. It's North Launceston leading 2 goals straight. South Launceston 1-1-7. Here's Dave Moore.
Short pass out to Dom Pitt, who takes the mark in defensive 50 from the pass from Bennett. Spots up a teammate there, couldn't quite hold on. That was Payne from the spillage. Here's Lee again. From that same pocket, he kicked the last goal. Fumbled under pressure from McIntosh, who takes the footy, gets it to Bennett, gets it to Pitt. Now sideways to Boswell. Great footy out of defence by North Launceston. Kick up the wing. Off hands. Taken there by Martin. His kick to space. To land here with Lockie Taylor. Overruns it. Chance here, Gissel. Kicks towards goal. Fades away. It'll be a reset, though, for South Launceston. Should mention, boys, that Alan O'Sine, who kicked 5 last week, is not lining up this afternoon. Not sure what the issue is there. Maybe he might be just having a bit of a spell. Well, I don't notice him down on the bench there, so maybe there's another reason why he can't be here today. We'll keep an eye out for him. Boundary thrown right next to the left behind post. North Launceston deep in attack. They lead by 5 points. 10 minutes into this first quarter here at UTAS Stadium. Gissel in the ruck this time. Nason beautifully over the back to Munting. Handball to space. Chance for North though. Sideways kick ends up with Tavira. He's happy to take on the tackle. And a good job too. He wins the stoppage. We did mention Lucas Kerr is out of the side, but I've heard from the boundary that he is playing the number 8 for North Launceston.
Rucks go at it again. We are in the North Launceston's 50 here, about 35 out straight in front, and the umpire says, give it to me, we'll have another ball up.
Pretty senseless having a team sheet then, Dave, if they're only going to put some people on it.
Canning and Nason in the ruck.
Ridiculous.
South with an opportunity to clear here through Lowe. Bailey Lowe sends a short pass down the wing, and he finds a teammate in Brendan Taylor. So Taylor, almost on the logo here to the near side of us, kicks into the centre. Dangerous ball. Chance for a turnover. Loose ball inside the centre square. Here's Blackberry. Blackberry tackled straight away, but get a handball away. Kick up towards 50. There was Cale Fraser was up in that marking contest. South have another opportunity to go inside 50. Here's Blackberry again with a little pass inside 50. He's trying to find Gibson. Will Gibson in the pocket. Handballs over the top. Here's Fraser. Fraser, quick hands. A shot on goal. And it is a goal there by... Was it Brad Wicks? Brad Wicks with the goal. So Brad Wicks, South Launceston hit the lead here, 2-1-13. North Launceston 2 straight goals, and a nice goal there to Brad Wicks, Max Walker.
Was a nice goal, and just evolved from numbers around the ball there. Was Gibson involved in another goal assist, had his hands involved in it there, and I think it was Fraser as well. Put in a nice little block, Carl Fraser. So, pretty active, the boys deep in the forward line for South.
They've got a well-balanced forward line. They've got marking contests there like Lockie Harris, also Lee, but they've also got those small forwards like Taylor and etc. that can also score goals.
Lockie Harris is a bit of an enigma. Like, he's solid as a rock, but has sort of spent a couple of years just plodding along as young people do, but hopefully he's decided to have a red-hot crack this year and been rewarded by playing seniors.
Nason won the tap there. We've got a secondary ball up. It goes again. Nason another tap out here towards Blackberry. Might have got one high, but it's going to be a free kick to Dom Pitt. He's having another good game. Shorts it up to find McIntosh. He might take it on the bounce. Great skill, McIntosh. Handball, though, put his teammate under pressure. Hack kick out of defence, not effective. Dom Pitt lowers the eyes in towards the goal square. Who's over the back? Coming in to collect it there is Alex Jordan. Clears the footy nicely there to Tom Graham. So Graham can run the footy. Long searching kick towards Holt. Can he take it on the bounce? He can't. That'll be a Lassou. Free kick, North Launceston at South, 2-1-13, leading North. 2 straight 12 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
It's a free kick to the Northern Bombers there, and it is Sharon who is out on the opposite wing from us, and he shorts it, tries to find McIntosh with that pass, goes over his head. It was Nicholas who took it, got tackled straight away, and we'll have a ball up. Just on the attacking side of the centre square here for South Launceston. Rucks go at it. Quick ball over the top there, trying to find Grant Holt. Here's Holt, gathering the loose ball just outside 50. It was Harper Sheen in pursuit there. Gets a quick kick inside 50, but a good intercept mark there taken by Charlesworth of North. Opportunity here, loose ball there, and it was knocked over the boundary line. It was a free kick. Forward deliberate, or insufficient attempt. So it'll be a free kick here. It's coming back. It's going to Fraser by the look of it. Cale Fraser. He'll take the free kick from the goal square here for South Launceston. And Fraser does the right thing and pops it through. So South Launceston kick their third of the game. It's 3-1-19 to North Launceston, 2 straight goals. We've gone 14 minutes in the first term. Max Walker.
Yeah, thanks. And Matt. But, another relatively easy gimme one, that one. And a bit of an alarm bell now. North have started the first 8 or 10 minutes of the game really well, but the last 3 or 4 minutes has definitely belonged to South Launceston, just starting to get a little bit on top, deep in that forward line. So Coach O'Sine would be probably shuffling the magnets around a little bit at the moment, just trying to get the right match-up with the relevant players. I notice young Tyler Gardner has gone to Will Gibson. Gardner, under 16 boy last year, and was really impressive.
From the ball up, Nason and Canning nullified each other. Falls to the side there. I think it's Dom Pitt. No, it's not Dom Pitt. In fact, it's the number 18 there in Cam Nicholas. Thrown to the ground. Big match in Division 1 today between Rocherley and Bridgenorth. We'll keep you up to date with that one. Or Maxwell, he's getting onto it now. As the ball spits out. Nason there. He's caught throwing the ball. Didn't make contact with a fist there. And Lucas Kerr, ex-Oils player, will take the free kick. Defensive side of the centre square. We can just switch it to Harper Sheehan, who takes the mark. He takes off now. Measures the kick to the wing. It's not too bad if it sits here for his teammate, who gets the ball now. Knocks it back into play. Over the top. Player tackled for South Launceston. In fact, too high it was. So free kick going the way there of Max Matthews.
Max Matthews chips a pass up on the wing, right on the logo on the far side. Gets a kick away there to Blackberry. Blackberry kicks it towards South Launceston's 50 here. Chips up, goes over the top of the head there of a couple of players. We've got a whistle though. It's coming back, and it is going to be a South Launceston downfield free kick. Thanks, Max Walker.
Brock Kenny.
And it's Brock Kenny with this, just on the paint of 50. Far side. Chips up a short pass. Farrelly takes it up on the bounce. He runs around a couple, has got a look at the goals here. Farrelly, and he's put it through. South Launceston have kicked their fourth. That's Hunter Farrelly on the board in this one. It's South Launceston 4-1-25, leading North Launceston 2 straight goals. We've gone 6.5 minutes in the first term. Max Walker.
Yeah, a little bit of a worry there. Like I said in my last little conversation, that the last 4 or 5 minutes, every entry for for South Launceston, I expect Groobs can confirm this, has resulted in a goal.
Yeah, it's inside 50s a 7 apiece. Yeah, I think you're dead right on that, Max. They're starting to get a real reward there for those entries. So, still a good start from North Launceston. They're in the game. 4-1-25 South. North 2 goals straight 12. So, entertaining contest. 6 goals in the first 17 minutes. So, the boys are checking goal kickers there. They're happening so quickly. Up it goes. In the ruck now is Woodcock Davis. Spills to the side of the contest. Here they go again. Tom Graham gets it there to Wicks. Wicks inside 50. Approaching the ball is Gibson, skillful. Beautiful handball, finds Lee. Centering kicker smart. In the van there and taking the mark is Jay Blackberry, the veteran. 25 out, slide angle. Great footy, great vision there from Lee. He could have been tempted to blaze away at goal, but he just saw that Blackberry was going to lead into space. And he's got the footy, as I said, 25 out and should convert. Jay Blackberry, Launceston Premiership player, South Launceston Premiership player in the TSL, has kicked the goal for South, and they're up now to 5-1-31, and they're leading North Launceston 2 goals straight, 12. Great team play there from South Launceston.
Yeah, it was, Dave, and again, I mentioned him a couple of times. He hasn't had a kick yet, but I think he's had 3 goal assist handballs. Will Gibson, we're not going to miss him today because he's probably got as much hair as me.
I mean, he spent a lot of time in North Reserves. He's he's a senior player really when he's
a bit ironic, really, seeing him play at South when his father had such a great career at North Launceston. His father signed with South when I was playing up there. Jason in the in the Bob Keddy days.
Yes,
and fought very hard, and it was quite a protracted battle to get over to North Launceston.
Didn't supposed to spend some time at Deloraine, I think.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
Rucks go at it. It's Woodcock Davis versus Smedley, and the ruck comes down. It's a North ball through Dom Pitt. Dom Pitt snaps a quick ball inside 50. Ball bobbling around in the North's 50. Players in pursuit here. Still a loose ball. South player is tackled straight away in Kurt Hibbs, and the umpire says, give it to me, we'll have a ball up. We've gone 19 minutes in the first term. South Launceston leading by 19 points. Ball up just inside North's 50. Again, we might have a secondary stoppage here. Players dive on this footy. Umpire comes in and says, we'll goal again.
Don't know if you got an early score there at Rochalee, Max?
3 points Bridge North, 1 point Rochalee.
Thank you.
Chance for South to clear here. Through it was Kurt Hibbs running onto this one. Handball's over the top, ball bobbling around half forward for North. South player tackled immediately straight away in Brad Wicks, tackled by 3 Northern Bombers, and we'll have another ball up.
Ball up at the centre square, attacking side for North Launceston. Woodcock Davis wins the tap, spills out, quick kick sideways. Chasing the ball over there is Blake Payne. But getting there first for South was Ryder Bug. That's a Lassou free kick off the foot there of Ryder Bug. So Blake Payne will take it. Puts himself under a bit of pressure, gets around the man on the mark from 50, centering footy. Have they got anyone there to take a mark? Mark dropped there by the South defence. Can they work something out here? There's a lot of players around the contest. Might be a good thing here if they can get a ball up, and they do. About 20 metres out from their goal.
Tackle laid there by Kurt Hibbs. Billy Wilson was involved in that passage of play too.
Woodcock Davis with a long hit out. Handball sideways to Munting. They're off and running here south. Kick to the wing. Mark taken by Lee.
This is Lee on the wing. He's got a short pass on in at Jay Blackberry. Blackberry goes straight away inside 50. Here's that man again.
He's going to have to
Gibson.
kick it now.
And he's going to kick it right on the paint of 50 up towards the square. Bouncing ball. Here's Farrelly. Tackled immediately right near the boundary line, about 15 metres around from the behind post, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
Hunter Farrelly, another player that had a stint here at North Launceston in the TSL days.
Yes, for a short period. Then went down to the Smithton Saints for a little while and come back up to be with his mates, which was good to see him back up at South Launceston.
Boundary throw in. 21 minutes gone in this first term. Deep inside the South's 50 here. Smedley gets the front spot. Puts the arm up there. It's a North player tackle straight away, and it's a high contact free kick. It'll be a free kick to the Northern Bombers player underneath that, which is Kerr, Lucas Kerr. Handball straight away in a teammate in Dom Pitt. Pitt gets a kick away, and he finds a teammate in Fletcher Bennett. So Fletcher Bennett chips this one, uses the corridor straight up the middle of the ground through Blaisley, the debutant with his first touch. Moving towards 50. Here's the turnover, though, for South Launceston. South Launceston gets this one straight away, and it comes back through Graham. So Graham for South. Opportunity here for South Launceston. We're over on the wing, and it's Ryder Bug. Centering ball, and he's found a teammate just outside 50. This is Munting. Munting sends a pass in, and he's found a player in again. That man, Will Gibson, takes a nice mark on a lead, slides in and takes it right on his chest, and he's going to have a shot for goal. He'll kick this from about 48 metres.
Would be a chance, I think, Max, from here.
I would think so. I can't recall watching him a great deal at North Launceston because he was, spent a lot of time in the twos and a few senior games, but certainly kickable, I would have thought, for him.
Will Gibson on the left, about 48 metres out, and straight through the middle. Will Gibson kicks South Launceston's 6th goal. All individual goal kickers here at South Launceston, 6-1-37, North Launceston 2 straight. We've gone 22 and a half minutes in the first quarter.
Don't go off and have a spell. You just kicked a goal. Why do you want to go off and have a spell? You're up and about.
He's been on fire in the first quarter, Maxie.
A little bit
nearly BOG in the first quarter, and I kick a goal and I go and have a spell.
A little bit disappointing for North there because they were moving the ball down the ground and just a poor kick. Charlesworth with a turnover, and then it went back the other way and ended up with Gibson, who converted nicely.
Yeah, certainly on the rebound, South are hurting them big time, just with a bit of skill deficiency in the north side of it at the moment, and turning over, and South have made them pay.
Umpire Hamish Anderson throws the footy up. Canning wins this tap. Not a bad effort there towards Bosveld. Here's Dom Pitt, the best player so far. Back to Canning. The youngster puts it on the boot towards the goal square. Won't quite carry. Getting back and taking the mark there for the Bulldogs is Max Matthews. Debuted at round 1 last season. But the kennel. 45 kick now comes here towards Graham, who takes the mark inside defensive 50. 12's the ball in his hands. Sums up his options. Goes wide here towards Nason. Bit of a mismatch there with Leighton Davey. Nason takes the mark easily. Cruises off. Up here in the Bug direction, who takes the mark attacking side of the wing.
This is Ryder Bug with a short pass inside 50, and he's found a teammate as well in Matthew Lee. Lee takes the mark about 48 metres out, sliding pretty much the same spot that Will Gibson just popped one through.
Don't underestimate the difficulty of that mark, running full pelt, arm extension, under pressure. Good grab.
Matthew Lee here, approaching the 25th minute of the first term. Lee will have a shot. He'll kick this from just outside 50. Man on the mark's about 48 metres out. Matthew Lee for South Launceston starts the approach. Here we go. Lee will kick it right on the paint of 50. He's popped it up. Hasn't quite made the distance. Going to fall short towards the square. Hello. The umpire has blown the whistle. There's a free kick for a hold. It's going South Launceston's way. And I think it's Farrelly. Hunter Farrelly.
Yep.
Vice captain. He'll have this shot from the pocket. He's setting himself up for the run around. The snap on the right. Farrelly comes around and pops it through. So Hunter Farrelly, he becomes our first multiple goal scorer today. South Launceston move on to 7-1-43. Stats there for Dave Gruber.
Yes, that's hit outs 16-5 the way of South Launceston at the moment. Clearance is pretty close. 8 to North Launceston, 7 to South Launceston. I reckon Dom Pitts had quite a few of those. Inside 50s, 11 to South, 10 to North Launceston. So they've kicked 7 goals max in those 11 entries.
Yeah, it's a pretty good conversion rate, isn't it? And it's not as if they've got a tall forward line, but Matthew Lee's renowned to be a good mark, and you just commented on that one running at full pace a moment ago. Will Gibson's taken a good mark down there. Hunter Farrelly's going to clean up the crumbs. Lockie Harris is down there, big strong body. We've got a 6-6 and 6 issue here by the looks of it.
Just a warning, Max.
Yeah,
Is that the way it works?
One warning.
There we go. The North player coming down. Chris Sayer, how are things looking down there at boundary level?
It's a lovely day, of course. The wind has sort of dropped off a little bit, and it's a good game, isn't it? It's very close.
Absolutely. It's not close on the scoreboard, but I think in general play it's been reasonably close, but South has been able to convert every time they've gone forward. As Brock Kenny now kicks towards attacking 50. Over the back, clean bowls Fletcher Bennett. Opportunity now. Handball comes to Fraser. Over the top on the boundary line is Taylor. Has to release it. Out of bounds. Good tackle there in the end there from Fletcher Bennett. So Brendan Taylor, the veteran, has been amongst the goals already this year. Against Scott Stahl a couple of weeks ago. And the boundary throw in. About 15 metres around on the right behind post. South with their 12th inside 50. They've got 7-1-43 playing North Launceston, 2 goals straight, 12. Lee wins a tap in the Taylor direction. Handball looking for Farrelly. Sharked over by Bennett. Leighton Davies, little kick off the ground. Snap there towards goal by Bug. It's going to fall in the lap there of the defender getting back, and Harrison Sherrin.
Short pass here. Ooh, just inside the line there. Dom Pitt takes the mark, and he's found a teammate in Cam Nicholas. So Nicholas on defensive 50. Kicks towards half back, but it's been intercepted by South Launceston there, and it is Tom Summers. Summers takes the mark, and he'll look to send him inside 50 again. Goes with a handball to Blackberry. Blackberry shoots one inside 50, but Fletcher Bennett's there to mop up. Takes it off hand, and it trickles out for a boundary throw-in.
It's hard to be critical, Max Young, Cam Nicholas. They're trying to make the play, going with a 45 daring kick, but just didn't have the option really.
No, and I guess you're better off if you're going to make a mistake, make it a good one.
Yep.
And
try something.
Yep, absolutely. Don't be hesitant. Take it on, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's how you improve.
Smedley versus Lee here in the boundary throw-in. Smedley takes it out of the ruck, and that's the siren. It's quarter time here at UTAS Stadium. It is South Launceston leading 7-1-43 to North Launceston, 2 straight goals, 12, and that quarter went for 27.5 minutes.
Just interesting on that, just before we get to your goal kickers, boys, is that the timekeeper for North Launceston came into us today and said they've been a bit more lenient now on time on in some general play situations. We had quarters last year going 35 minutes or so. So this year we'll find that the quarters do go a little bit shorter, and that one was, despite 9 goals being kicked, was 27.5 minutes.
Yeah, so stoppages and boundary throw-ins. The clock will still run unless the ball goes over the fence or there's an extended delay.
Correct.
So, that one clocked in at about 27 minutes, just under 27 minutes.
Goal kickers, please, Matt.
Yeah, sure can. Let's start with North Launceston. So Smedley and Mansell put them on the board early. And then for South Launceston, we've got 2 to Farrelly, singles to Blackberry, Lee, Fraser, Wicks and Gibson.
This quarter time break is brought to you by our sponsor, Brew Coffee Hut, making hot drinks for you at the game today. And you'll find them behind the grandstand here at UTAS Stadium. Quickly, the stats before we have a break. The hit-outs, 17 to South Launceston, 7 to North Launceston. Clearances, 9 to the Bulldogs, 8 to North Launceston. Inside 50s now South's way, 13 to 10. Marks inside 50, 4 to South Launceston, 1 to North Launceston. Intercept marks 3 apiece, and free kicks 8 to the Bombers, 4 to the Bulldogs. We'll take a short break here on City Park Radio. It's 7-1-43 South Launceston, North Launceston 2 goals straight 12. Back in a moment.
Take your adventures further in all-new symmetrical all-wheel drive Subaru Forester Hybrid. For a limited time, enjoy a $2,000 factory bonus across the Forester Hybrid range, combining a petrol engine with electric power, delivering a responsive drive with over 1,000 k's of range per tank. Get more value and more range with the Subaru Forester Hybrid. Available now at Buckby Subaru, where all we do is all-wheel drive. T's and C's apply. LMCT 3117.
A sponsor of City Park Radio.
Now is the time to buy your new wood heater or service your existing one. Clean Sweep Tasmania provides quality sales and service at an affordable price. For over 25 years, Clean Sweep has become a name people know and trust. They supply the best in Australian-made wood heaters like Kunara, Heat Charm and Arrow. Or perhaps you just need a chimney or flue clean. They can do that too. Phone Clint now on 0409 973288 and visit them at their new showroom in Broadland Drive. Clean Sweep Tasmania, a sponsor of City Park Radio.
Since 1886, the NTFA has been a part of our DNA. And this Anzac Day, we'll honour those past and present who've served their country and northern Tasmania. Check out the NTFA website for all the details. 8 grounds across the north come to life with the sound of NTFA footy. The NTFA on Anzac Day. It's in our DNA.
A sponsor of City Park Radio. Our NTFA broadcast brought to you by Buckby Motors. Locals supporting locals. We have your next car. A sponsor of City Park Radio.
Yes, and welcome back to UTAS Stadium. Matt Donaldson, Dave Moore, Max Walker and Dave Gruber here bringing you all the action from UTAS this afternoon. We just had the first quarter and it's South Launceston leading 7-1-43 to North Launceston, 2 straight goals. Maxie Walker, what did you make of the first quarter?
Yeah, well, the first quarter, the first probably 8 or 9 minutes, North looked like they'd come to play. They were hitting targets, they were getting the ball in deep, good inside 50 entries, a couple of quick goals, one to Oscar Mansell and one to Isaac Smedley. But after that, for the last 10, 15 minutes of that quarter, it was pretty much floodgates for South Launceston, where very hard for the North defenders to get on top and stop it. Young Nason in the ruck, as per Grooves' hit-outs, was quite impressive. He's a guy who's had a bit of senior footy the last 1 or 2 years, but I'm sure that Coach Taylor's had a bit of a chat to him and said the number one spot is yours if you want it. You've got the size, you've got the agility, you've got a bit of speed amongst you in your legs, and today he's taken it with open arms and setting the tone already. Also helps to have guys like Blackberry running around in there, giving him some direction as well, like complete opposite type of players, but the support that he would be giving him as to where to tap it, when to tap it, when to run and carry with it, all that sort of stuff. Like, that's invaluable. It's like having, well, he has coached Jade, so it's like having a second coach out there, and it's a real luxury for South. And for North, a couple of good starts. Dom Pitt has started really well, got a lot of the ball. Mentioned Oscar Mansell, he snuck forward and stayed forward after that goal, so he's done all right. I think Blake Payne got involved a little bit. We called Bosveld a couple of times as well, which is the guy from Bridgenorth,
yes.
I think you said. Yep.
And sort of correct something I said before, I didn't know whether Alan O'Syme was here today, but he is. He addressed the players there, so we might get Chris to find out at some stage if there's an injury or concern. But speaking of Chris, he's emerged now from the huddle, Alan O'Syme.
Yes, Alan O'Syme was watching the game from up in the stands. He came down probably 3/4 of the way through that quarter to be at the bench. But yes, definitely here. I tell you who else is here is Brandon Leary.
Okay.
Wouldn't they love to have him out there?
Yes, they would indeed.
A lot of leadership roles from Fletcher Bennett. Jacob Kerr's also there lending a hand. Coach is quite positive. I mean, these are really young players in the north side, and they're being very patient with these players. But they've got to get strength into their game, run their legs into the ground. I mean, it's not close on the scoreboard, but I just feel down here that they're very evenly matched, other than the really young side from North.
Thank you very much. Chris Sayer is about to get underway, and The umpires today, Hamish Anderson, Noah Jackson and Jacob Anderson, promising young umpires, Max.
Absolutely. Best in the business, under 20, these guys, led by Jacob, I reckon. Really, really impressive. Got a good future in it.
From the hit out, McIntosh snared the Nason hit out. Here we go now through Matt Badcock. Looks around, realises he's got space, takes a bounce, kicks inside 50. Smedley got his hand to it, over the back, opportunity, snap for goal. The debutant, the moment just got to him a bit there, Deegan Seaton.
It was on the full.
He probably had a bit more time than he thought, the youngster. But that's his first involvement, so good work there, young Deegan. It's been a pretty good occasion there to get a goal with your first kick. I don't think I called him in the first quarter. Not to be. So we've got a boundary throw in deep in attack for North Launceston. They're first inside 50. For this quarter, Nason won it easy, then handballed to space. Can somebody run onto it? Lowe can. In fact, it was Hibbs, I beg your pardon. And it's out of bounds. Kurt Hibbs coming back to the club, Max, after a bit of an absence.
No, he's been playing twos for
That's right, he was too.
For the last couple of years. I don't know whether it's work commitments or football commitment or whatever, but again, great to see a guy like him. He has got some talent, and good to see him playing senior footy.
Boundary throw in, 20 metres around from the right behind post. Front position, Nason. Lovely tap to Graham. Dangerous handball though. Knocked here, Zach Martin on the left, snaps. Might sneak in from behind, but it doesn't. Spills out of bounds on the full. So no score there. The margin remains at 31 points. The Bulldogs lead.
This is Woodcock Davis to bring it back in, right next to the behind post. Short pass and finds Taylor. So Lachlan Taylor at fullback. He plays on and driving ball down the wing, searching for Kurt Hibbs, and he finds him. Nice mark, overhead mark by Hibbs. Hibbs moves this pretty quickly, and he's found a teammate there in Jordan, Alex Jordan. Chips it up forward. Here's that man again, Will Gibson. He's had a bit of it, and he is marked just outside 50. Gibson will send this one up towards the top of the square. Players converge. It goes over the back there to Grant Holt, and Grant Holt pops it through. It's a goal to South Launceston. They move on to 8-1-49, leading North Launceston 2 straight 12. We've gone 2 minutes in this second term. Maxie Walker.
I was going to say then that is not a good kick by Gibson, because there was 3 or 4 blokes screaming out for it on the 45 and hitting him up and all that type of thing. So he just decided to kick it 75 metres when everyone thought he could kick it 60, I think, and fell into the arms of Holt over the back, and easy goal, easy finish, and poor marking by North.
Also a good mark and daring kick by Kurt Hibbs there. He spotted up a teammate 40 metres in the clear.
Yep, and you don't mind watching North Launceston do that. Like we said earlier, if you make the mistake, make it a good one and learn from it. So
pretty accurate kicking here. We've had 10 goals won so far in this game. Good to see. Today's broadcast brought to you by Buckby Motors. Visit buckbymotors.com.au to find your next car. From the ball up, McIntosh does some hard work. Taken over by Brock Kenny. Kicks a funny old kick towards the wing. Sprinting after it there is Bailey Lowe. He gets there first. Handball over the top. Finds Fraser. This way, that away. Gets on his right foot. Short kick's poor. And it should be marked out there by Cam Nicholas. Play on now is the call. He overcooks the kick meant for Fletcher Bennett. He lays a tackle to Bennett, and we'll probably see it out of bounds. Bit of turf flies up from a football boot. Over there in front of the construction site on centre wing. It's 37 points the Bulldogs' way.
It's right a bug there that was tackled over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in just directly opposite us. That's the outer side wing. And umpire will bring it back in. And it's going to be Nason and the debutant in the ruck, Logan Canning. Canning takes it out of the ruck this time, gets a quick boot to ball, trickles along and finds, this is Martin, quick hands. Oh, nice tackle there. And that was Blackberry laying that tackle. He'll get the free kick for holding the ball.
It's going to come back, I think.
Going to come back? Yeah, it's going to come back to Blackberry. Laid the tackle. I think that was Martin that was tackled.
Didn't have a lot of awareness there.
No, it was tackled there from behind from Blackberry. It's going to come back. So he's on the defensive side of the centre square for South. And this will be Blackberry here to take this free kick. He's got Lachlan Taylor yelling for it on this side. He goes short and finds Holt, the goal kicker. Goes back to Blackberry. Blackberry chips this one up towards 50. This is Tom Summers who runs onto it. Taps it out to Alex Jordan. Jordan lays a tackle. This is a North ball. Hello, we'll have a free kick holding the ball. It's going to be a South free kick. It's coming back here to Alex Jordan. Jordan plays on straight away. Quick hands to Ryder Bug. Kicks towards goal. This is going towards the pocket. Bouncing ball. It goes over for a behind. And comes off hands for a behind.
Second behind for South Launceston. They go along to 8-2-50. Letting the Bombers 2 goals straight 12. Short kick comes out from Bennett to McIntosh. Over the top now here to Gissel. Gets some space. Left half back. Youngster tries to spot up a teammate and does. Taking the mark there is a Lion Mansell, who missed last week. 45 kick to Canning, the youngster. Ruckman takes the mark. He plays on now. He's going to take it on here, looking for Tavira, but overcooks it again. Here to Tom Summers. Handballs off to Jordan. Now to Lee up the ground. Lee sweeping handball. Finds Taylor. Back to Jordan. He's under a bit of pressure. Gets away from Gardner. Here's Tom Summers. Nice little shimmy there. Kicks to the hot spot. Farrelly, but in front. Oh, not paid the mark. Play on. Getting it out as Gibson to Kenny. His handball smothered by Fletcher Bennett out of bounds. You thought the mark should have been paid there, Max?
Yeah, had a fair bit of it, didn't he?
He did.
Yep. Well, you had it down as a mark for inside 50 on Groves' sheet. So,
just about.
It was 4 out of 5 of us counted it as a mark, except the umpire.
Boundary throw in. About 5 metres around from South Gold. This is Lee takes it out of the ruck, and Lee round on the shoulder. Oh, he's hit the post. Quick snap play by Lee has hit the woodwork. So one behind to South Launceston.
Quick score from Rocher Lee. The Tigers 3-3-21 lead Bridge North 1-4-10.
Here's Fletcher Bennett. He's going to bring him back in from North. South kicking towards the Mowbray or Invermay Park end. And he's found a player there in Camden, McIntosh. McIntosh plays on quickly. Driving ball, long ball down the wing. Goes over the back, bounces off Holt's chest. Holt goes again. He lays a tackle. Umpire comes in and looks like, well, how do I know? It's holding the ball. Maxie Walker was on it as well. He signalled holding the ball. It's going to be a free kick to Grant Holt on the wing.
It's not a bad thing. He was 2 or 3 on 1. He just held it up. Gives his players a chance to get back. Good professional free.
Holt, short pass, finds Jay Blackberry out on the outer wing here at UTAS Stadium. Blackberry, another short pass up, and he's going to find Tom Graham. It comes off hands, and it goes out for a boundary throw-in. 7 minutes gone in the second term.
8 goals, 3-51 South, 2 goals straight, 12 North Launceston. You got something for us, Max?
Yeah, just for those long-suffering Saints supporters. You're a little bit in front of the West Coast Eagles today, so 58-25, halfway through the third quarter.
Still a smoky for me, the Saints. They've had a hard draw so far. Let's see if they can string some wins together. Nason, smart tap, ends up here with Holt. Handball sideways. Wicks measures the kick. Gibson on a 1-on-1. Can't take the mark. Bennett does well. Tries to get the handball though to Gardner. Sharking it is Farrelly. Back to the hot spot, and a mark is taken by Lee. About 15 out, pretty much directly in front. Smart kick by Hunter Farrelly. He didn't blaze away. Lowered or saw out of the corner of his eye that Lee had a bit of space. Bit of separation on his opponent, and he took a fine mark. He'll line up for the Bulldogs 9th here at UTAS Stadium.
Starting to get a little bit dangerous for North now, isn't it? It's, for every goal that South kick now, it's a hell of a long way back.
So Matthew Lee has had a big couple of seasons in the NTFA Premier. Approaches them out on the mark. Makes no mistake at all. Does Matthew Lee, and he kicks the 9th goal for the Bulldogs. They go to 9-3-57, leading North Launceston 2 goals straight, 12.
Yep, and you called it, Dave. Good unselfish play there by the South Launceston vice-captain in Hunter Farrelly. Probably wasn't the best way to pass the ball to a guy, but he was under a bit of pressure, so there was a bit of air ball in it. That, by all means, his sole objective there from sitting up here looked like to hand it off, which he did, and another goal to the Bulldogs, which extends their lead to 45 points.
Spot on there, Maxie. South Launceston by 45 points. Nason and Smedley back in the ruck. Umpire throws the ball up. Nason gets the tap on this occasion. Bouncing ball out towards the wing. He was pipped with a quick handball out. And it's stolen there by Brad Wicks of South Launceston, who sends a ball forward towards the 50-metre arc. Lachlan Harris was tackled straight away. Ball was free, and the umpire signalled that's a throw. So it's a free kick against South Launceston. Be a North ball at half-back in Lucas Kerr. Kerr chips back with a dangerous kick. Grant Holt was right there, not far away. He goes back and finds Fletcher Bennett, though. Fletcher Bennett marks, and he's found another teammate there in Sharon. Sharon, a little bit dangerous here from North. These short passes, they're coming off at the moment, but South are right there applying some pressure. A scrubby kick here. Here's Smedley up the centre of the ground. He finds a short target in It is Blaisley in his first game. So Blaisley from the centre circle sends this one inside 50 for the Northern Bombers. Good contest comes off hands there. Tom Summers comes off his hands. As Charlesworth, the vice-captain, gets a handball out to Tom Graham. Graham chips this one on the wing. Race in two there. 1-2, and it's North Launceston going to come away with it. No, Blackberry gets up on it and swoops a handball down. And he finds Charlesworth. Charlesworth sends this towards 50. Here's Fraser with a short pass and towards Lee. It bounces off his hands. Farrelly's in there as well. Loose footy inside South's 50. It's holding the ball. It was Will Gibson. He was tackled and spilled out, and it's holding the ball. So it's a North free kick at fullback.
Cam Nicholas switches it to Leighton Davey. Great tackle by Cam Nicholas. Youngster, only 17 years old. Leighton Davey, after a couple of bounces, kicks it straight out of bounds on the full. So free kick South Launceston. And they can launch another attack here through Woodcock Davis, who goes sideways, finds Farrelly. Little chip kick to Wicks, who's been good so far. Brad Wicks kicks long to the goal square. Front position, Gibson almost paid the mark, nearly held it long enough. Now it's wrapped up in a tackle, and there'll be a ball up 25 out from the Bulldogs' goal. Max, your thoughts?
Yeah, look, had a fair bit of it, but umpire Hamish Anderson's a bit closer to us, so good call.
As spills out sideways now here towards Gardner, but working hard as Blackberry to Lee. They're lining up here. Oh, player falls over there as he was about to launch on goal. That was Thomas Munting. They can clear now north. They somehow get it to the centre of the ground, but breaking it up nicely there was Woodcock Davis. Now to Graham. He's got support by hands if he wants it. He launches the kick. Not sure if that was the option. Goes to the pocket. A lot of North defenders there. At the front, Lee. Handballs over the top. Gibson swings towards goal. Fraser from behind. In fact, it was Holt who put the spoil on. Set up an opportunity, but Sheeran mops up to Sheehan. Now to Bennett. He has to get handball back to Sheehan. Sheeran, they're under pressure. Fraser slips over. Could be a goal here. As it comes out, snap, and he's missed. There is Brighter Bug. One behind. I'll draw a breath here as it's 9-4-58 South Launceston. The Bombers 2 straight 12.
Nice call, Dave. There's a bit happening in that passage of play.
Absolutely.
This is Fletcher Bennett's going to bring it back into play. We're into the 13th minute here of the second term. Bennett plays on, takes a bit of a run and then goes down towards the wing. Bouncing ball. Comes off between a couple of players there and it's going to be out of bounds. We're going to have a boundary throw in.
Matt, 8 inside 50 to 2 South's way this quarter.
For the quarter. So South just starting to dominate this quarter here in terms of the territory battle. Boundary throw in just outside South's 50. Almost 13 minutes gone. Rucks go at it. Woodcock Davis on that occasion with Smedley. Woodcock Davis got the tap down. Ends up with Camden McIntosh. McIntosh is off and away. Has a bounce and goes down the wing. Kicks the ball, but it's going to be an intercept mark. It's turned over. And it's in the long sleeves there. It's Charlesworth who takes the mark, kicks it towards half-back. Bobbling ball that trickles inside North's 50, but South with an opportunity to clean it up through Hibbs. Hibbs is tackled straight away and holding the ball. And it's going to be a free kick there to Billy Wilson. So Billy Wilson with a nice tackle. He's going to be rewarded here with a shot for goal about 30 metres out, straight in front. Billy Wilson made his debut a couple of weeks ago for North last week. So second game for Billy. An opportunity here to put his... Put a score on the board for North. Came through their unders, Billy Wilson, former Cressy student. And Billy Wilson will have a shot from about 30 out, straight in front, and Wilson kicks the goal. It is North Launceston 3 goals, 18, trailing South Launceston 9-4-58. We've gone 14 minutes in the second term. Max Walker.
You say you come up through the unders, Matt. The size of him looks like he should still be in the unders, but a bit of an unaccustomed like style, but good result. Made it easy, and good on the young fella. And there's probably, I don't know, a lot of these names. We haven't called too much of these Foz in.
They're making their way.
But there's probably 6 or 8, 9 guys out there I've never laid eyes on before for North Launceston. So it's through necessity that they've got to play them, but obviously they're picking the right ones, getting some time into them, giving them some encouragement, some good coaching, and they'll get better with each game.
From the ball up, Nason wins the tap. Sharky by McIntosh. Little fumble, taps it on towards Pitt. He can't take it. Trying to burst through there and got one high. That's Zach Martin. Another chance here for North. Goes sideways to Leighton Davey. A nice run out of defence earlier. It's a second game in the team as well, like young Leighton. Beautiful kick to Pitt. Had to really pinpoint that one, and he did. Doma is the call. He gets around Farrelly, takes a bounce, gets to 60, to the goal square. Smedley's going to have to make a contest of it. Tries to, but Woodcock Davis back there takes the saving mark.
Woodcock Davis on the last line of defence. We've gone 16 minutes in this second quarter. Woodcock Davis has a run, plays on and kicks a long ball down towards the wing. Ball goes over the back. A couple of South players in pursuit of this one, including Bailey Lowe. And he gets a kick away down the wing. And he's found our man again in Will Gibson. Gibson, short pass, finds Farrelly at half forward. Farrelly plays on straight away. Puts it into the pocket, in towards... it is Brock Kenny, but the ball trickles out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in about 20 metres around from South's goal.
Lost opportunity there,
yes.
Dave. But just had a bit too much pepper on it, that ball from Hunter Farrelly then, and just went a bit too far for young Brock Kenny. Inside 50s, I reckon it'd be fairly even at the moment for this quarter.
8-4, South's way.
Half even.
Brock Kenny, one of the goals of probably the year. Certainly one of the goals of the week last week against Deloraine from the pocket. At Youngtown, get on the socials and have a look at that one if you would like to see a classy goal. From the ball up, they escape here through Mav Badcock. His kicks high to the wing. Front position there was Hibbs. Takes the footy on the bounce. Kicks inside 50. Didn't quite measure it enough there to Lee. It's now on the ground. Can they work it out here? Gibson was in there, but it comes to Pitt. Back to Badcock. Pushed off his kick. Pitt, a second opportunity. Swings it to the wing. Woodcock Davis played that mark. Yes, he will. That was a really good intercept mark there by the youngster.
Is Woodcock Davis with a short pass. He's found Ryder Bug. Bug takes his 1.5 forward and then goes straight away in towards Fraser there. Couldn't quite land the mark. Ball spills free. It's inside South. Here's Farrelly chasing. North, a couple of players there getting back, trying to hold up this footy. Farrelly lays a tackle straight away and says, come on, umpire, what do you think? No, the umpire says, no, give it to me. We will have a ball up. So we're inside South's 50, about 30 metres out, slight angle here, and we'll have a boundary throw up. A ball up, inside South's 50. Umpire gets things underway again. Smedley just punches that one towards the 50. It was Fraser there who was tackled immediately. And there's players jumping on this footy and it's going nowhere. Umpire says, give it to me, we'll have another ball up. So almost 18 minutes gone, second quarter. South Launceston leading by 40 points here at UTAS Stadium.
From the ball up, Gibson in ruck this occasion. Pitt sharks it. Beautiful kick to Boswell, who steadies things down. Thinks about the handball. Wasn't on. Now has to play on. Will be under pressure. Oh, the handball. Pitt was under all sorts of pressure from Munting. Sure that was on. The young man probably should have gone back and taken his kick. There's a bit of afters. Is the umpire going to see a free kick here as players were thrown out of the melee? Still a little bit of a chat going on. That's Jordan and Bosveld involved. Umpire's going to throw it in, which will break things up. Taking it out there is Nason. Handballs to space. McIntosh has got it. Over the top looking for Tavira. He can't take it. Blackberry there. Another bald-headed player. McIntosh dives in. Umpire sees an over the shoulder.
Good call. Really good call, that one.
And it's Blackberry with the free kick. He's going to swing it 45. Over there to a teammate there in Alex Jordan. Can't quite pick it up. Gets out of a tackle. Gets it to Graham. Back to Jordan. 45 out. Swings towards goal. Bennett should get there. Or McIntosh will get there before him and take the leaving mark.
Camden McIntosh from full-back goes out along towards the wing. Ends up in the hands of Blake Payne, though, for North. Blake Payne's quick handball. He's going to get it back here on the wing, right on the logo.
Oh.
Handball. He got around that okay. It's going to be a ball inside 50. This is Martin's kick inside 50. And it's going to trickle out of bounds there. Martin was under pressure when he got the handball, but he managed to get a kick away. We'll have a boundary throw in the forward pocket for North. We are 19 minutes gone in this second quarter.
I groaned, but Martin did have the strength and the speed
to burst
through.
Yep.
So not a bad option. They've got it into attack now. Boundary throw in. And Caleb Nason in the ruck contest. Shoves his opponent out of the way. Handball over the top here now. Linking up was Tom Summers. Ends up with Wicks. Tavira. Good pace there. Almost caught Wicks. Forces the error. Well done, young Tavira. He's going to get the ball now. Kicks it straight to Blackberry, though. We'll take it at a half back. Inside 50s for Dave Gruber. 12-5 this quarter, South's way. Play switch to Hibbs. To Bug. To Hibbs. Back to Bug, who's now in space on centre wing. Kicks inside 50. It's 2-on-3 here, the Bombers' way. Over the back, Lee sharks it. Round the corner. Put down your glasses. That's meat and potatoes for Matthew Lee. He kicks another one. That's his third this afternoon. And they go up now to 10-4, 64 South Launceston. North Launceston 3 goals straight, 18. Good work on the wing there between the two Bulldogs. Kurt Hibbs involved.
Started with Jay Blackberry over there with a switch to Hibbs, and then Bug to Hibbs, and Hibbs to Bug, and then Bug, I think, kicked it long in, and you could see what was going to happen. Every North player had eyes for the ball and forgot about their opponents. I think there was about 3 of them decided to go for the mark, and Matthew Lee was the clever one who just sort of sat at the back of the pack a little bit, and could see it was going to dribble off the hands and kicked an easy goal.
Spot on, Max. He's kicked 2 this quarter, 3 for the day. And it is South Launceston leading by 46 points. So we've got a 666 infringement this time, Maxie.
It's a free kick this time.
Free kick. So it's going to be Nason from the centre. He hands straight to Ryder Bug. Ryder Bug kicks up towards 50. Here's Bailey Lowe there for South with a ball inside 50. Grant Holt's loose inside 50. Holt. Ooh, and just misses. So Holt got loose there, has a quick shot on goal, and it misses to the right-hand side. So it's a behind there for South Launceston. They move to 10-5, 65.
Great stuff there from Lowe with the ball handling. Right, his bootlace. He's a fairly big player. So Fletch is the call. Fletcher Bennett has in defensive goal square. They trail by 47 points. Short kick to the pocket. Time for the binoculars. Blake Payne back there. His kick goes straight to the Bulldogs. Tom Graham, yep. And we've got a 50 heavy. There's another whistle on play. Anyway, kick inside 50 is marked by Hunter Farrelly. He's about 30 out, slide angle. So having trouble just escaping that defensive 50 there, North Launceston. Oscar Manser coming off for a spell. So Farrelly, just kicked a couple. Kicking to the Invermaid Park end. That he's on the shot. He's starting his run from just outside the paint of 50. Kicks towards goal. Hunter Farrelly. It's a sneak in. No, it's just off for a behind. 10-6, 66. South Launceston. North 3 goals straight, 18. Clearances this quarter. 8 to South Launceston, 7 to North Launceston. Here's Max.
Fletcher Bennett to bring it back in here. He finds a short pass in Boswald. This is Boswald still at full back for North. Boswald plays on straight away and looks to come out wide here to the left. Dom Pitt was up there, didn't land the mark, but the ball comes down here. It's going to be a North ball moving towards 50. Kicks to a one-on-one here. Here is Tom Summers. He leads in the race over Lyle Mansell. Lays the tackle. Ball spills free. It's Charlesworth in the long sleeves. Gets this ball. Kicks it up towards the centre square. North are at this here. Here's Dom Pitt with quick hands. Ball spills free. South ending up with it. Tom Graham gets a handball that, and here's Grant Holt. Grant Holt sends this up towards the 50, and that's a good, strong grab. Plays on straight away. Here's Lee. Matthew Lee. Lee has kicked the goal for South. Matthew Lee kicks his 4th goal. 3rd in this quarter, but 4th overall as South move along to 11-6-72 to North Launceston, 3 straight goals. We've gone 24 minutes in the 2nd quarter.
Launch from half back again, Max.
Yeah, just good chain of handballs, wasn't it? And a perfect finish on the end of a couple now, Matthew Lee. And I was just saying to myself 6 or 7 minutes ago that Ant Taylor, the South Launceston coach, probably wouldn't have been that pleased going into half time. I think they had 2 goals from their 7 that they'd kicked in the first quarter, but they've extended it out to 4 now, so it's making it a bit more respectable from the South Launceston perspective for return for effort. So
just as a forward, he's got the agility to get those sort of goals, but also can take a grab as well. So he's one of the most improved players, I reckon, around the NTFA is Matthew Lee. Is from the centre ball up. I keep going to say bounce, but I've got myself out of that habit a little bit now.
Oh, no such thing anymore,
No, that's it.
We don't even practice it at training now.
Hamish Anderson throws it up. That's the umpire. And Smedley gets it away to Zach Martin. Kicks inside 50. Hibbs is there. Punched away. Should fall here to Woodcock Davis. Leighton Davey got there first. Did well, the young man. Up against Hibbs. Close to the boundary line. Holt takes it on his non-accustomed right boot. Kicks it high in the air. Coming on. I was going to say take the mark, Nason, but he dropped it. Big fella fights on. He might have got an opponent high there. Davey kicks it out of bounds on the full. Play getting up slowly there is the number 65 in Bosveld. Free kick to Holt.
Might be a slight delay here, Dave.
It's gone into the construction
site.
I don't think we've got anyone with a hard hat today, like yesterday.
Here we go. We've
to retrieve it.
Spare ball on the way. So it'll be Grant Holt to bring this one back into play. 25 minutes gone in the second quarter. He's right in front of us here in the broadcast position, Grant Holt. And right half back for South. Holt kicks on the left and goes a long ball down the wing, down to a contest. It was Blackberry that came in from behind there. It was Gibson. Gibson came in from behind, trickling footy. Here's Blackberry. He just straddles the boundary line there, managed to get a handball away to Munting. Munting over the top, and he's found locked on Harris. Ends up right back with Harris. Harris gives it off to Gibson. Gibson has kicked the goal. It's a goal to Will Gibson. Terrific goal there from Will Gibson, Maxie, and it all started with the Grant kick in from just in front of us here.
Yeah, absolutely, and I thought Lockie Harris was going to run too far. He was in two minds. He didn't know whether to bounce it, didn't know whether to kick it, didn't know whether to hand it off. In the end, he got rid of it, and the Gibson kick didn't look the greatest of execution that I've seen in the last 24 hours, but seemed to sort of be an inside boomerang banana, and got through the big sticks for another goal for him, which is his second, one in each quarter.
And Blackberry keeping that ball alive here just in front of us on that boundary line, skirting the boundary line but kept it alive.
That's just experience. He's getting a bit of a sniff of the momentum of the game, and didn't want to stop it. He's just keep pushing it forward.
He's in the middle now, Jay Blackberry. As the ball goes up, Graham overruns it. Blackberry off the ground, trying to trap it. There was Ryder Bug, pursues the ball with Gissel. Bug gets out of the Gissel tackle, caught high, played on towards Farrelly. Woonburner. Half time, 27 minutes, the second quarter, and it's 12-6-78 at half time at South Launceston to the Bombers 3 straight 18. So 5 goals, 5 in the second quarter to the Bulldogs, and the Northern Bombers 1 goal straight. So a 60-point margin at half time. After an even first 15 minutes, the Bulldogs have got on top, and they look pretty good at the moment. Chris Say, you got something down there for us? I can see you looking in my direction.
Yeah, look, there's no injuries to report on. They're a pretty fit side. It's just that lack of experience, isn't it? Those 6-6 rules must be frustrating because it's just lack of experience, I guess. And these young players are learning a lot from this game. Wouldn't they love to have Brandon Leary out there?
Absolutely.
After he played for the Devils last night.
So it looks like you're going off to the South camp at first there, Chris?
Yeah, look, I'm interested to see how South handle this. I mean, they can't get too complacent because, as young and inexperienced as their opponents are, they can't really relax, can they? So
absolutely.
I'm interested to hear what Whitehead's got to say.
Thank you, Chris. We'll hear from you on the back end of half-time. And we've gone through the goal kickers, boys. Let's do that first up.
Yeah, sure can, Dave. Let's look at North Launceston first. So singles to Smedley, Oscar Mansell and Billy Wilson, who made a nice tackle and kicked a goal there in that quarter. And for South Launceston, we've got Matthew Lee has 4 goals, Hunter Farrelly has 2, Will Gibson has the 2, and then singles to Blackberry, Fraser and Wicks.
Dave Gruber's stats here to half-time, and hit out South Launceston 31-12. So Caleb Nason has been really impressive, the youngster there, is dominating the ruck contest at the moment. Of course, Thomas Templeton not in the side today for North Launceston, their usual ruckman. Clearances pretty even. North Launceston 16, South Launceston 18. And certainly their better players, I think, have been their on-ball players to this point, especially Don Pitt, who I'll give a shout-out to there. Inside 50s, 29 to South, 17 to North Launceston. It was 16-7 in that quarter. Marks inside 50, 8 to the Bulldogs, just 1 so far in the game to North Launceston. Intercept marks, half-backs have been great for the South, and they've got 9 intercept marks to 4. And free kicks, 12 each. That's half-time here at UTAS Stadium. And at half-time, time for a hot coffee or mocha from our sponsor, Brew Coffee Hut, making hot drinks for you at the game today. You'll find them behind the grandstand. Thank you for your support, Brew Coffee Hut. We're going to have Tiffany Whitney coming up in a moment, the captain of the North Launceston women's side. So we'll just take a break, and when we come back, we'll be joined with Tiffany here in the commentary area. Back in a moment.
Enjoy.
The NTFA, it's in our DNA. In northern Tasmania there are two seasons. There's footy season and there's waiting for footy season. Well, the wait is over and the forecast is the right kind of hot and the right kind of cold, all on the same day. 22 clubs, 67 teams, 9 premiership cups up for grabs. Get to your local footy club this weekend. The NTFA, it's in our DNA. In Tasmania, there are two seasons. $67.
Yes, welcome back to UTAS Stadium here, and we've got South Launceston leading by 10 goals at half-time. It is 12-6-78 to North Launceston, 3 straight 18.
Tiffany got a bit lost there, Matt.
Oh, that's okay, don't know.
So I'll just give you a direction, so hopefully you'll be good at the moment. We haven't had Max's summary yet, though, so Max, what are your thoughts on the first half? We'll interrupt you when Tiffany makes it here.
Yep, no problem at all, Dave. Yeah, well, look, been really impressed. I just want to point out something about South Launceston. Sort of, obviously, I've got a little bit of a vested interest in it, spent some time there when I played. But I look at guys in the team today like Kurt Hibbs, Brock Kenny, Caleb Nason, Lockie Harris, Cale Fraser, and there's probably more as well. But to me, from the outside looking in, they were guys who were content to play twos footy last year, comfortable doing it. It was more, I'm helping the club out or whatever. So full credit to Coach Anthony Taylor. I suspect that he's had a bit of a chat to those guys and others and said, look, we can see you, or I see you as a senior player and an important part of this club. So they've obviously done the work over summer, foregone some things in life that they were probably enjoying last year and putting footy as a secondary or a third option or whatever, and now it's just gone up a step and sort of in the mix to be a good senior player again. And one of the things, had the brains trust of Launceston Footy Club text me in earlier, Marty Powerfrom, he's across everything down there at Launceston, so they would be viewing today's game, him and the coaches, Jake Hines and all those sort of guys, they'd be watching this game with interest of South Launceston, an opportunity to sit back, no pressure on them today, they can sit back and on the couch and watch it live with the stream. So they'd be picking up on a lot of the things that South are doing because...
And they meet next week.
They do meet next week, and they're probably going to meet a few more times throughout the course of the year as well, as the way that the roster or the ladder's looking at the moment. So, it's setting itself up to a fairly interesting game next week, but we're not going to get past today's game first. But for North Launceston, they've got a lot of tries out there at the moment, and I just put an emphasis on the tries, but because a lot of those young kids that is trialling out there in senior footy, Alan O'Sign, is that they've got enthusiasm, they've got obviously commitment, they've just got to get a bit more polish and a better understanding with each other, learn how to deliver under pressure, all the things that comes with being a dedicated, committed senior footballer. So if those 6 or 8, 10, 12 kids or whatever he's playing that are under 18s, under 19s, could be playing there as well, and a few that have come up from the reserves the last couple of years, if they can hang around and get some game time in them.
It's our cliche, getting games in the kids, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's about taking the knocks of senior footy as well. Like you can be a very good player in the seconds and not want to do the things that a senior player does, but it's the club's in a situation now, I suspect, where those people have got to step up, and he's probably, as an observation, the ones that he's has chosen today and choosing throughout the course of the year, they're the ones that are going to be putting the hand up and say, yeah, look, I want to be the part of the future and I want to play senior footy.
Absolutely. Max Walker here on City Park Radio. We found our special guest, Tiffany. She's found her way to the commentary box here, so we'll get straight underway. Tiffany Whitney, welcome to City Park Radio.
Thank you.
No worries. Now, you're the skipper of the women's team?
Yes, this year I am.
Absolutely. And look, you went down today. I haven't mentioned the score yet. 11-19-85 to 1 goal straight 6. But look, you must be impressed with, like, there's growth in the team and you're competitive for longer periods in games, aren't you?
Yes, no, today really showed that we've really stepped up compared to last year. We're sticking the hard tackles and working really well right to the end.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because one of my questions to you was that the tackling, especially in your back line today, was just amazing.
Yeah.
So many free kicks. I think around about half your free kicks were for holding the ball decisions. So is something that you consciously work on at training?
Yes, always the second and third efforts, about getting up, keeping going. If you don't get the first tackle, get the second one, back up to help. Yeah.
Now, you've played 50 games now?
Yes.
Absolutely brilliant. So tell us about your own history in women's footy. So when did you take it up and where's your development been from?
Yes, I started back in 2017 at Prospect Hawks, actually.
Okay.
And then, did a spurt there and went to Rochely Footy Club and then come to North for their first season at the State League Women when they first started. And then I got pregnant and had my son, so I had a year off.
Okay.
And then come straight back after that and played 4 seasons at Meander Valley Suns, where we made 3 grand finals.
Yes.
Won the last one, thank God.
Did you play in that one?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yes, pretty special. And then, come back to North when they said they were coming back to the division.
Was coming back to North about trying to test yourself at the highest level? Is that sort of in your thoughts there?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I knew it was something to improve my own ability, but it was also a factor, like, we have family ties at this club, and
okay.
North's always kind of been a family club and that, and wanted to get back out here.
And it's important for the club, isn't it? I know you said you had that team in the old statewide league days, and then it dropped off a bit. But it's important, isn't it, for North as a club to have that women's footy?
Yes, definitely. Yes, no, this year it really shows the bond between the boys and the women are starting to grow. The club culture is starting to go up a bit. It's really good.
Michael Walker, you had a question for Tiffany.
I have. Welcome, Tiffany, to City Park Radio. A question. Obviously, there's a lot of work happening here at UTAS Stadium at the moment. How does that impact you as a player and the club with limited access to what you used to have, and changing change rooms, I guess, constantly because of the building arrangements here, maybe, and that type of thing? So, like, how does the players cope with that, knowing that, oh God, we've got to change. We're going to be in another room next week and another room the week after, or we can't train here, we can't train there. Like, how does that glue stick together to make the club stay up and vibrant? Because the success rate this year probably hasn't been as good as what all the players would want, and that's reality when you go through a rebuild, whether it be male or female. But how's the club coping from that perspective?
I think we're pretty lucky. Like, the end picture is we get play on UTAS Stadium, and that's pretty special to us. We haven't actually had much moving around. We're stuck in the same change rooms. The only thing is we utilised Infirmay, which is really good to have that connection to use both grounds when we're out. But it's been pretty good so far. We haven't had much. Yep,
okay. And one for our listeners who were listening to the live stream of the women's game earlier, the young lady who got injured towards the end of it, she okay in your game? One of the North, number 4, I think
Kiara,
it was.
yes.
Kiara,
no,
yeah.
She took a bit of a head knock and a little bit to the shoulder, but she's up. She's pretty good.
Good work.
Yeah.
And your goal for the team this year, if you talked about, you try to make finals or just improve, what's sort of the goal for your women's team this year?
The big goal is we believe we are finals contenders this year if we keep at it and just keep it going and really be competitive this year so we can secure that 4th spot.
Absolutely, because, the game against Scottsdale last week, you were a pretty good team. You pushed them for a long period.
Yes, no, we just got to consistently get the 4 quarters on, which I reckon will take us a long way.
Now, it's hard to single out players, but give us 2 or 3 of your younger players you think are really improving and got a big future in the game.
Definitely Brie Eichen.
Yep.
She's come from not playing to being an absolute superstar, really taking it on and taking her own personal stuff to really push through her career and take it further. We've got Maddie G.
Maddie Granger?
Yes, Granger, yes. She's a junior coming through, and yeah, she's really surprising us, and she can go a very long way.
She's only grade 10?
Yes.
Yes, so
yes.
she's
Very
got a
young,
big future.
yes.
Yep.
Very, yes.
Well, Tiffany, it's been great for you to join us here. The umpires are back out, and we're not far away from the teams coming back on the ground. Sorry you couldn't find us there, but
no, that's okay.
we got there eventually. It's a hard spot to find here.
Yes.
It's our secret little spot. But yeah, thanks for joining us on City Park Radio. Best of luck for the team for the rest of the year.
Oh, good, thank you.
No worries. That's Tiffany Whitney joining us here on City Park Radio at half-time. We'll take another short break. When we come back, we'll have Chris's report from the boundary, and we'll get underway in the second half. Back in a moment.
Every Sunday, live the blues with The Blues Show on City Park Radio. Each week, hear the best of the blues, from legendary classics to new releases. The Blues Show features the legends of blues and the new Australian talent keeping the blues alive. A variety of City Park Radio presenters will bring you an hour of great blues music. The Blues Show, every Sunday afternoon at 5, right here on City Park Radio.
This is 7LTN FM. 7LTN FM is owned and operated by the Launceston Community FM.
From our beginnings as 7LTN FM to the station you know and love today, City Park Radio has delivered 4 decades of community, conversation and connection. Through changing times, changing music and changing generations, one thing has stayed the same. Built by volunteers, powered by community, proudly local from day one. Celebrating 40 years on air and still telling our story. This is City Park Radio.
Our NTFA broadcast brought to you by Buckby Motors, locals supporting locals. We have your next car, a sponsor of City Park Radio.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome back to UTAS Stadium. North Launceston versus South Launceston here in round 3 NTFA Premier League action. It's South Launceston 12-6-78, leading North Launceston at 3 straight 18. About to get the second half underway. Chris, I can spot you down there on the boundary line. What have you got us from the ground?
Yeah, I went into the South rooms and, of course, they're pretty positive, but I guess you'd expect the coach not to be 100% pleased. He's happy that they are keeping up with them, but their pressure is good, but they're still going to be a bit fumbly at times. But they are breaking the game open. Still some room for improvement there as well. Some poor decision-making from South. They actually picked out Fletcher Bennett. They want to make it hard for Bennett in this second half. They're really targeting him in that regard, as you would. Of course, he's the general. Some excellent ball movement, but they still need to get in there to get the ball out. And I just happened to pop into the North rooms just as they were coming out. There was a lot of one-on-one. Of course, you can expect the experienced players to be talking to the younger players, giving them advice to sort of one-on-one. When O'Sign addressed his players, he really just said, just enjoy this second half, which was interesting. I guess they've given up on the game, have they? But that's what he said, enjoy the second half. I've got to say, too, down here at the coaches' benches last week, North played Scottsdale, the coaches' benches were still a construction site. You couldn't get in there.
Yeah.
For this game, they've taken the fence down. The coaches' benches are there, of course, for yesterday's game with Hawthorn and the Suns, and the benches are very comfortable. It's like sitting in a beanbag.
Fantastic, Chris.
Excellent, yeah.
Don't you nod off in the second half?
No.
They look after their players in the AFL, don't they?
Well, you just enjoy yourself then, like North Launceston said, Chris.
That's right. And what are the conditions like, Chris, down there? There's a little bit of cloud cover in.
Yeah, of course, the sun's going down now. A bit cloudy over there as the sun sets in the west. And usually here at York Park, as the sun sets this wing, the Invermay Road wing gets quite chilly. So a bit of a breeze, not really affecting the game much, but it is getting a bit chilly. Other than that, it's great weather.
No worries, Chris. Your Saints are doing well as well. I'm sure you've noticed that.
Okay, no, I'm not. I'm trying not to listen, so I'll watch it when I get home.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so about to start half-time or second half action here at UTAS Stadium. Margin is 60 points, 12-6-78 to 3 goals straight 18. The major goal kickers again there, Matt. Sorry, you get the long
I've just popped a red frog in my mouth. That's okay, we can improvise. We've got North Launceston singles to Smedley, Mansell and Billy Wilson. For South, we've got Matthew Lee's kicked 4 goals. We've got multiples to Hunter Farrelly and Will Gibson, and singles to Blackberry, Fraser and Brad Wicks.
Okay, so after a promising start, it was a really even first 15 minutes. South Launceston have asserted their dominance in this contest. Let's see what happens in the second half. Nason up against Smedley. Nason wins it, takes it out of the air. Gives it here to Munting. Munting inside 50. Lee rises. Second grab. Paid. Yes. Paid the mark. He's already kicked 4 in this game. And he could be set for a bag of goals here today, Matthew Lee.
10 seconds it took them to get it from the centre to 30 metres out directly in front with just one handball, one kick.
Very impressed with Caleb Nason, Max.
You know what he looks like? Like, let's go back to the early 2000s. He's a mix between Jeff Page and Chris Bobby Page. The only difference is Chris played in the ruck. He looks more like Jeff, and Jeff wouldn't move out of the goal square. So you've got to say that he's a Bobby Page lookalike.
Matthew Lee for goal number 5. He's kicked it. So 5 goals to Matthew Lee. Superb performance here this afternoon at UTAS Stadium. First goal of the second half. And it's 13-6-84. Plays 3 goals straight, 18. Matt, that's the start the Bombers didn't want.
No, definitely. Worst case scenario for Northern Bombers. Dream start for South Launceston. As Maxie said, 10 seconds. Quick ball down to Munting. It was Munting that just kicked that inside 50 and found Lee on the lead. Nice strong jukes over the top, takes the mark, goes back, and the goal umpire did not move 1 centimetre, straight over the goal umpire's hat.
So good work out of the centre. Munting having a run on the ball, and that's the thing for South, Max. They've got a lot of players that can run through the middle.
Lots and lots of them. There's probably been 8 or 9 of them already through there.
Ruck's got it. This is Canning this time up against Nason. Bobbling ball inside the centre square. Here's Bosveld who picks up the loose ball. Still a loose ball inside the square. It trickles towards South's 50, just inside South's 50. And here is Gardner. Gets a quick handball away. Doesn't go too far. And it was kicked in by Munting again. Munting towards Lee. It trickles over the back. Here's our man Gibson again. Gibson handballs backwards. But it's going to come back to Fletcher Bennett of North. Kick smothered there and it goes over the line. We'll have a boundary throw in. About 6 metres around from the behind post at the South's end. So South dominating the territory inside the first couple of minutes here of the third quarter. We'll have a boundary throw in. Not far around from that behind post. Left pocket for South Launceston. It's going to be Matthew Lee in the ruck coming up against Canning this time. Lee gets front spot, grabs it out of the ruck. Still has it. Lee goes backwards and finds Tom Graham. So Graham here has the mark. He'll take a set shot from about 45 out. Slight angle. Camden McIntosh is on the mark. He goes back. So again, it hasn't been forward of the centre for North Launceston in these first few minutes. It was sensible play there by Lee. Grabbed it out of the ruck. Looked for some options. Didn't blaze away. Wheeled around and spotted his teammate up there in Tom Graham. So Graham comes in, starts his approach. He'll kick this from about 45. Tom Graham. And it goes through the left, 1 behind to Tom Graham and South Launceston. They move on to 13-7-85, leading North Launceston 3 straight 18.
From fullback, Bennett chips it dangerously. Mark not taken by Bosveld. That was Harris there, caught with the footy. Might have been penalised. High tackle in the end, though. It's going to go North Launceston's way. It's going to go the way here of young Harrison Sherrin. There's the handball here now to Bennett. Bennett from the back pocket. Kick up the wing. Hasn't really got anyone to kick to. He kicks it straight down the throat there of Bailey Lowe. Lowe. Bennett again in the van here. Goes the fist this time. Spills towards Gibson. Chance there for Lucas Kerr. Oh, it's going to be a goal. It's Lee again. He's kicked 6. So they couldn't force it through there, North Launceston. It spilled out to the side of the contest. And Lee, ever the opportunist, he's kicked goal number 6.
Probably lucky that it didn't make it over the line anyway, because I would have nearly paid that as a no intent to keep it in play. It was nearly shoveled it over the line. I know the North player was falling forward, but there was only one objective, and there wasn't a lot of pressure on him at that stage. But another one to Matthew Lee. He's on track for a big handful today, which is great. Quick score up from the snake pit, as they call it, David, up at Rochalee. Rochalee 35, just sneaking ahead of Bridge North 31 at the moment.
Okay, close one.
Rucks got it again. It was Nason who got it down, but it's only as far as half-back 4. That was Taylor Hare who kicked it, and it's a bit of a turnover here. We're still inside the centre square, bouncing towards North's 50. Cooper Farrelly has it in the centre square. He handballs it off to a teammate with a short pass, goes over the top and taking an intercept mark there is Lucas Kerr of Northern Bombers. This is Kerr, quick handball off to Mav Badcock, but there's been a turnover again. South charging forward. Kicked towards the goals there and it's going to be marked there right on the line by the general. Fletcher Bennett, he has got this right in the last line of the defence for the Northern Bombers. So this is Bennett playing on and chips it short and finds a teammate. Still outside defensive 50 here. This was Bosvold, who's got it in the back pocket, and he's spotted up a player in Bennett again. So this goes Bennett to Bosvold, back to Bennett. Bennett at left half back. Looks to get around the man on the mark, but doesn't. Handballs back. He goes back to Bosvold, so they still aren't clear of this defensive 50. Back to Bennett again. Bennett on the wing. Looks to go for a handball over the top, and he's found a teammate. A little bit of pressure here. North have to clear this ball out. It ends up with Tyler Gardner. Gardner who's tackled, and he's holding the ball. It's going to be a South Launceston free kick. And it's the vice-captain there in Charlesworth, the captain Charlesworth. Charlesworth driving ball inside 50, and it goes over the back there. We'll have a boundary throw in, Dave Moore.
Just saw Lucas Kerr come off the ground, hobbling, so I'll get Chris onto his condition. Look like a lower leg sort of injury. Yeah, just under pressure there, the Bombers, and trying to transition from defence to attack. Fletcher Bennett, great work rate, but just could not engineer a passage of play. Got them into attack, so it's back deep now in the south forward line. 91 plays 18. Here's Gibson, snaps from the ruck contest. Fletcher Bennett should take it on his chest, and he does. So Bennett, short now to Leighton Davey. Marks in the back pocket, not 15. Plays on, daring kick. Chance here for South Launceston. Munting will play a head down, Charlesworth. No free kick, back to Munting. Handball over the top. Taken there by Graham. He's offloaded after he gets rid of it by Pitt, who's a bit angry there with a couple of South players. It's going to be downfield. And let's see who takes the kick here. Looks like it's going to be Will Gibson. These players separate. Cloudy now here at UTAS Stadium. Will Gibson has kicked a couple. 15 out, 45-degree angle, left foot. Kicks another goal for South. Easy as you like. And they're up now to 15-7-97. North Launceston 3 goals straight. 18 will get down to Chris Sayer on the boundary.
Lucas Kerr's all right. They're not even concerned about his leg. I think it's just a bit of cramp. He's just resting. He'll be back soon.
Thank you, Chris. It's becoming a bit of a procession, Max.
It is, Dave. And, just a late bump there on young Tommy Graham, who hasn't had the best of days. Started to get a bit of it in this third quarter, though. But late bump applied by Dom Pitt, so a bit of remonstration there. And then the umpire, Jacob Anderson, not to be confused with the Hamish version, just let them do what they wanted to do for a little while, let them sort themselves out, then asserted his pressure and said, get away from it, boys, you're going to kick a goal.
6 in 5, 50-0, Southway this quarter. Here's Matt Donaldson.
Nason and Smedley in the ruck. Nason wins the tap and gets the ball again, driving ball inside 50.
Nice mark.
Oh, that's a nice mark there by the Northern Bombers defender in. It's Harrison Sheeran with a nice defensive mark. Goes across the ground and he finds Camden McIntosh. So still in defensive 50. This is the challenge has been there for the Northern Bombers, trying to clear it out of defensive 50. Short pass and finds Harper Sheehan. Sheehan, who debuted on Good Friday, he has found a short pass and a target in Dom Pitt. So still in defensive 50 though for the Northern Bombers. Can they clear this out? Next kick comes down the wing. Here's Billy Wilson. Billy Wilson, a good chest mark. He's been paid the free kick for front contact. Almost took it on his chest there, did Wilson. And Wilson will take the ball here right in front of us in the broadcast position. Wilson's going to send this one down the wing, right on the AFL logo there. That's from yesterday, the Hawthorn game. And here comes the turnover through South Launceston have this ball. Cooper Farrelly has it just on the edge of the centre square. He finds a teammate there in Max Matthews, driving ball inside 50, but it's marked by that man again, Fletcher Bennett. So Fletcher Bennett at fullback goes a short pass and finds Camden McIntosh at centre half back. McIntosh looking for options here. He handballs it across and finds a teammate. We're still in the defensive half of the ground here. It ends up with Bosveld. Bosveld at centre half back. Kicks the ball down towards the defensive wing there. And here comes the turnover again. Ends up with Blackberry. Blackberry, he goes out wide. And he's found a teammate. It's going to be a south ball as they transition this ball and move it in towards 50. Dave Moore.
Wicks switches play now towards Holt. Gets it on the bounce. Gets around an opponent. Kick to the pocket looking for Farrelly is too wide. And it's going to be out of bounds on the full. See a touch of Ackermanis there sometimes when I see Farrelly with that blonde hair and the
Makes
Bulldogs
him,
jumper.
Very easy to spot, actually, Dave. It's great having the blonde hair.
Short kick to Mav Badcock. It's going to go back to Bennett with a handball. There's a loose player on the wing here, on the back pocket, and Sharon. Tries a dinky kick. Smothered. Might have held on to his opponent there in Harris. Play on. Now Gibson in a wrestle. Ball up, 25 out, and once again they're just having trouble escaping defence at 50, Max.
They certainly are. And what I have noticed watching young Will Gibson a little bit, he loves a contest, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Harris in the ruck. Straight to Sharon, although a shark in here is Farrelly. Tackled by Sharon. Umpire Hamish Anderson will ball it up. 20 metres out from the south goal. It's been all their territory this quarter. 9 inside 50s to 0. They're winning the hit-outs and the clearance at the moment. Snap for goal. Wicks kicks his second. Young Brad Wicks, big name at South Launceston, snaps the goal. And that's goal number 16. Right in front of the South crowd here at the town end. 16-7-103. Plays 3 goals straight. 18. His young player on the rise, Max, is Brad Wicks.
Yeah, he's come up through their juniors, I think. Like I say, he's spent a fair bit of time up there now and got a bit of a taste of senior footy last year. Would have been his first few games, I think, if I recall correctly, Dave.
He had the big number on his back last year, if I remember, 80-something.
65
or 60, there's some massive number.
But I suppose you can say you've made the grade when you come from 60 or 80 down to 32.
Correct.
Yeah, so tick him off. He's got another 10 years in number 32. Good work, boy.
Sure does, thanks, Max. Back in the centre here, it's Woodcock Davis going up against Smedley on this occasion. Ball goes to ground. There's a North player under there who's been tackled straight away, and he is holding the ball, so it's going to be a free kick here.
Dom Pitt.
To Dom Pitt's underneath that one, and the free kick will go the way of Ryder Bug. So right on the centre circle, Ryder Bug spears one inside 50. It is Lockie Harris there, and he might get a free kick here. He has. For in the back, perhaps, Maxie?
It's more of a hold, I think the umpire was signalling, but it could have been either.
So Lockie Harris here. He's got the ball straight in front. The mark is about 45 metres out, so he'll have a shot just inside 50. We've gone almost 13 minutes in this third term. And it's going to be Lachlan Harris with the ball for South Launceston. Blackberry makes a little bit of a lead for him in the pocket. He ignores that. Takes the responsibility himself, and here's Harris. Kicks from just inside 50. Harris sends it goalward. And it goes through for one behind. So behind there to Harris, South Launceston move on to 16-8-104, leading North Launceston at 3 straight 18.
Here's Fletcher Bennett, who's really working hard in that back line to try and generate some drive. This time his kicks in the McIntosh direction. He drops the mark over the back. Woodcock Davis sharks it. Kicks straight away inside 50, and there he is again. Fletcher Bennett. This time he goes wider. Looking for Smedley, is it? No, it's the number 24 there in Blake Payne. Payne is the call. Nice kick, finds Pitt. Plays on straight away. Gets away from Graham. Kicks to the wind looking for Zach Martin. Can't quite take it. Still a chance for North here through Pitt. Releases the footy. Charlesworth now to Graham. Over the top to Hibbs. Over his head. He's got support from Munting now. Munting with a sweeping kick. Over here to Bailey Lowe. Lowe takes it on the wing. Kicks it over here towards Carl Fraser. Will get on the bounce.
Carl Fraser does pick it up on the bounce. Handballs over the top, and he's found a teammate there in Alex Jordan. Jordan drives one inside 50. Bouncing ball. It's a nice little tap on there from Lockie Harris. Lockie Harris gets it back. Lockie Harris has kicked the goal. Oh, it's a nice goal there by Lockie Harris. South Launceston move on to 17-8-110, leading North Launceston 3 straight 18 to the 15 minutes of the third quarter. Just that relentless pressure from South Launceston, Max, as they look for another opportunity.
Yeah, and look, that was perseverance from Lockie Harris then. He followed it up. That contest, he was the one running towards the ball, and there's about 4 guys just standing there saying, who's going to run at this, which included a couple of South and a couple of North guys, and he just tapped it over the back of the pack and nonchalantly threw it onto his left boot. Great effort by Fletcher Bennett on the line to try and get a fingertip to it, but wasn't the case, and puts it through for his first for the game, young Lockie Harris. Just talking of Lockie Harris, you've got Lockie Harris, Will Gibson and Max Matthews, who I think their fathers, all 3 of them, are probably premiership players at North Launceston.
From the centre square bounce, McIntosh gets it straight there. I said the bounce again. I knew I'd do it. It's Blackberry. He's got the footy. Now to Holt. So Grant Holt Kicked the goal earlier. Goes wide and out of Blackberry, and a great game. Centres it to Farrelly, who takes the grab out in front, as all coaches said you've got to do. Under pressure from behind by Tavira, but Farrelly has taken the mark. He's kicked a couple, and it's a bit of a procession this quarter. They've kicked 5 goals in 15 minutes. Dave Gruber's stat sheet tells me 13 inside 50 to 0.
Wow.
Complete domination at the moment by the Bulldogs. Kicking to the town end, Farrelly. Kicks from 48. High kick. Looks like it's going to miss to the right. Does, says the goal umpire. One behind. Quick release here from Fletcher Bennett. Finds Bosveld.
This is Bosveld in the back pocket. Handballs over the top, and he's found a teammate. Next ball is heading down towards the wing. Oh, a nice punch there from behind from Kurt Hibbs. Hibbs ends up with South, and it's another ball back inside 50, but here he is again. Fletcher Bennett all the way at full-back, and he's gone across the ground, and he's found a teammate there in Nicholas.
8 intercept marks for North in this quarter. I reckon
Fletcher
6 for Fletcher Bennett.
A few of those, yeah, definitely. Ball's over on the outer wing. Here it's going to be a North Launceston free kick. And a short pass there has found Camden McIntosh right on the logo from yesterday. So McIntosh looks to square this ball up and has found Bosveld right in the centre circle. So it's a North ball here. North just looking to slow it down a little bit and maintain some possession. Here comes the turnover though, South Launceston. This is Ryder Bug there, who was tackled and has been pinged for a throw. There's a nice tackle there by Logan Kane, the debutant. He spent a bit of time in the ruck and now he's earned himself a free kick in the centre square, and he'll send it inside 50. So North get a look at it in this quarter, send it inside 50. Here's the South defenders there to repel. And it's going to end up with the captain there in Charlesworth across half-back. Chips one up towards Fraser. Fraser comes off hands. He'll have the time to swoop on this, and he does. Ooh. And ends up there again with Charlesworth. There's been a free kick. It's going to come back to South Launceston. It might be Fraser there. It is. Thanks, Max.
We've got a listener in Queensland, I believe, Max.
Oh, look, one long-time listener, actually, enjoying the call team from the fairways of Mossman Golf Course in far north Queensland.
Matthew McGee.
Excellent.
That's the man.
Oh, very good.
On the wing, Tommy Graham's got it. Kicks under pressure. Mav Badcock should mark this. He gets back, or he can't quite grab it. Off hands is Wicks. Shovels it to Holt. Gets out of a Sheehan tackle. Blackberry should turn, and Blackberry should goal, and he does. Great work, South Launceston. Nice snap there from Blackberry. But too much pressure there for some of the young North players. And they just linked up nicely. And Blackberry kicks his second for the day. So we've got quite a few multiple goal kickers now. And what are we up to? 6 goals for the quarter, Matt.
Yeah, we are. 6 goals for this quarter. So it's 6-3 South have kicked in this quarter, and we've just clicked into the 18-minute mark. So South's really starting to dominate there. I don't know what the inside 50s are. I know North have had one. What does South
15 to 1.
15 to 1 in this quarter. They are starting to dominate, Max.
Yeah, they certainly are. 15 to 1 inside 50s. Had your work cut out today, Grooves. You'll be
running out of ink.
You'll have a sore hand tomorrow. Bloody oath. All that one-way traffic.
Back in the centre. Rucks go at it. Spills over the back here. Here's Ryder Bug for South. He gets quick handball away, and it's going to end up with Lockie Taylor. Lockie Taylor in those bright orange boots in the wing just in front of us here on the broadcast side, with a kick that was aimed towards Bailey Lowe, but some nice spoiling work there. Sees it out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in just inside the interchange gates.
Talk about sons of guns, Max. Lockie Taylor's another.
He is, yeah. Not a bad player, his father.
Coach, too, I believe.
Not a bad coach either. I was talking to his uncle at Bridport yesterday, young Mick Taylor. He's a great guy. Still waiting on the raffle prize to come through, Mick. I gave you my tickets, so I'm sure you're looking after it for me.
Boundary throw in right in front of the interchange gates. It ends up there through Woodcock Davis. Quick hands out. Here's our man again, Gibson. Gibson gets a handball inboard and finds Harris. South are going to take this one away. Oh, nice smother there. That was Jizzle with the smother. Handballs over the top, trying to find Farrelly. This ball is at a half forward for South Launceston. Grant Holt is tackled straight away, and we'll have a ball up. Almost 20 minutes gone in the third quarter, and it is South Launceston 18-9, 117 to North Launceston at 3 straight goals, 18.
Quite a while since North's last goal here at UTAS Stadium. Up goes the footy. Bouncing chaos ball. Nicholas takes it. He's thrown to the ground. He tries to release it. Well, in the end, there's a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of scruffing.
1 point the difference up at the Snake Pit. Rocherley 36, Bridgenorth 37.
Third quarter action there up at Rocherley as the ball spills to the side of the contest. Evades Jordan, picked up by Pitt, gets a kick up towards half forward. Smedley there, up against Woodcock Davis. A couple of young devils of days past. Oscar Mansell takes it. Little handball, tries to get connection there with Elijah Mansell, who's seen out of bounds. Well, a boundary throw in, attacking side of the wing for North. Right in front of the new interchange boxes. I won't say the AFL score because Chris is going to watch it later, but it's a bit of a blowout there. We can say that Brisbane and Adelaide are close, though. Just the 3 points at the moment, the Lions' way. Out it comes. Blaisley kicks inside 50. Mark taken. And that's Oscar Mansell. So well done, young Jake Blaisley on debut. And a chance here for North's fourth goal. Oscar Mansell kicked one earlier in the day in the first quarter. They kicked 2 out of the first 3 goals, the Bombers. It's been one-way traffic since then.
Probably right on his distance here, Dave, wouldn't it be?
Well, I'd say so.
Yeah.
So Oscar Mansell gives something for the North crowd to cheer about here at UTAS Stadium. 21 minutes gone in the third quarter. Close to the man on the mark. Kicks it high, won't make the distance. Mark taken back there by Alex Jordan.
This is Alex Jordan in the back pocket for South. Alex Jordan goes short, and he's found a teammate there in the back pocket. And it's Tom Graham. Tom Graham's got this in the back pocket for South. Sends a long ball down towards the wing. Oh, that's a really good grab. Time for the binoculars there.
Bug.
It was Bug. It was Ryder Bug. He wheels and goes and gets this towards centre half forward of the South. But a nice intercept mark there by Sharon. And it's been a free kick, though. Free kick off the contest, which went the way of Nason. So Nason, he's going to end up back. He played on, but he's ended up with the handball back, and he's tackled immediately. Ball does spill free, and it goes the way of the Northern Bombers through Blaisley, the debutant, handballs, but it ends up with Grant Holt. Grant Holt handballs off, it ends up back with North. Because Don Pitt was involved in that passage of play, and they end up with it again. Here's Pitt. Out on the wing, kicks inside 50 for Bombers. They'll get another look at it here. Goes over the back of the contest, trickling ball inside the Bombers 50. And across the ground finds Charlesworth. So Charlesworth takes the mark in the defensive back pocket for South.
Charlesworth kicks outside defensive 50. Looking for Jordan, who's been impressive. Well, that might be 50 there. It is, as Logan Canning came in a bit late and shoved his opponent in the back. Gets the 50.
Pretty good 50 too.
It was. Little kick now. Ends up at half forward. Tom Graham. Spots in the pocket. Gibson is on the right side for a left footer. He looks inside. He's got Blackberry with a bit of space if he wants to go there. He might settle back for a kick. We're right behind this one. He's right on the boundary line. 25 out. Will Gibson, he's kicked 3 today. This for goal number 4. Will Gibson sets it out to the right. Never comes back to the left, so it's a behind. 18-10, 1-18. So we've got the 100-point margin up. 3 goals straight, 18. So 100 points, 23 minutes gone in the third quarter.
It'll be Fletcher Bennett to bring it back in for the Bombers. Bennett plays on out of the square and drives this one towards half-back, and he's found a player in Smedley. Smedley takes the mark, and we're at left half-back for the Bombers. 24 minutes gone in this third quarter. Smedley goes back, and he's found Sharon. So gone back inside defensive 50. Here's Sharon. And he's going to go back to Bennett here. So Bennett back to where we started from, back in the defensive goal square. Fletcher Bennett looking for options. He's pleading, run at me. So Bennett, here he goes. He's going to come out towards the broadcast wing side, and he does. Farrelly tries to chuck this one off, doesn't quite, comes to the back. A little toe poke there by Nason. Graham tackled straight away. Ball comes out. Here's that man again, Gibson. Gibson gets one inside 50. Here's Farrelly. Farrelly finds Bailey low, centering ball, and a nice defensive mark taken there in the goal square.
I think that's Sharon again.
Sharon again, yeah.
Gets the ball out now towards Tyler Gardner. Today's broadcast brought to you by Buckley Motors. Visit buckleymotors.com.au for your next car. Oh, Gardner, risky one, tries to find Pitt. Offhand, Charlesworth doesn't kick many goals, and he doesn't on this occasion. Off to the right, the backman drifting up the ground, trying to do a Tom Barras there.
Had plenty of time then, Dave. The
He
two or
did.
three around him, not letting him know what was going on.
He got excited.
Chance
Young
gone missing.
Charlesworth, yes. Bosveld now in the back pocket. All options are cut off. He's going to have to kick long down the line, which he does. Bit of a helicopter kick. Front position, Jordan. Gee, I tell you what, this player impresses me, Max.
Yeah, boy from Evandale last year, I think it was, and certainly been in the top 4 or 5 on the ground today. No problem at all.
Alex Jordan off hands. The two North players spoil each other. Blackberry snaps for goal. Touch on it there by Fletcher Bennett. So 18-12, 120. Plays 3 straight 18. Not long left here in this third quarter.
No, he's not, Dave. 26 minutes gone. Fletcher Bennett again plays on out of the goal square. He chips one with the right to the paint of 50 and has found a teammate. So it's Northern Bombers ball at left half back. This is Blake Payne. Payne goes through the distance, gets underneath this one. It's a high ball, goes to the wing, and an intercept mark taken there by South Launceston in Woodcock Davis. And he plays on straight away, drives it back inside 50 to about 40 metres out straight in front. Holt was up there, ball spills free. Farrelly on the right. Farrelly on the right has kicked the goal. Terrific goal by Farrelly. He has kicked 3 for the afternoon, and South Launceston move on to 19-12, 126, leading North Launceston 3 straight 18. We've gone 27 minutes here, Max.
Another good finish. That's what he's there for, isn't he? He likes to play deep in the forward line, Hunter Farrelly, but has found himself, whether it be just today because of where they're placed in the game, or whether it's something that we'll see more of him throughout the course of the year, playing up the field and on the ball a little bit. But normally known as a deep, small forward, and one thing he can do to add to his game, and we saw it here a moment ago, instead of going for the mark, he put it in the big fist to get a punch, so getting a bit of defensive...
Just growing as a footballer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, got to work both ways.
Smedley wins a tap from the centre, ball up. Spills now to Farrelly. Gets it away. Little kick here from, that was Lockie Taylor towards half forward. Low, gets the handball to his teammate there in Ryder Bug to half forward. And the mark taken there by Harrison Sheeran. And kicks, searching there for a teammate as the siren sounds for three-quarter time. And a big 7-goal quarter. They 7 goals in the first quarter. And they've kicked 7 goals, 6 in that quarter. So 19-12, 126. Scoreless that quarter, the Bombers. 3 goals straight 18. As weary players now head towards their respective huddles. This three-quarter time break brought to you by sponsor Brew Coffee Hut, making hot drinks for you at the game today, behind the grandstand. Thank you for your support, Brew Coffee Hut. As Matt is making sure he's adding up there to 19. You got 19, Matt?
Yeah, I think I do. I'm just cross-checking, Dave, to make sure that I have them all listed, and I think I do.
Yeah, here they are. I can see they're both adding up. Whoever gets to 19 first gives us the goal kickers. Max, right, you go.
Yep, righto. Matthew Lee is the leading goal kicker on the ground. He has got 2, 4, he's got 6. Jay Blackberry 2, Hunter Farrelly 3, Brad Wicks 2, Will Gibson 3, and singles to Cale Fraser, Lockie Harris, and Grant Holt. That adds up to 19 for me. And for North Launceston, Isaac Smedley, Oscar Mansell, and Billy Wilson have all kicked a goal.
Stats from Dave Gruber at three-quarter time. Hit-outs today, South Launceston Nason has rucked most of the day. He's got 45 hit-outs to 13. Clearances, the Bulldogs on top there, 28-20, 10-4 in that quarter. Inside 50s, 19-3 in the third quarter, 48-20 over the day. Marks inside 54 in that quarter, the Bulldogs, so they've got 12 now to 2 over the course of the game. Intercept marks, 14 apiece, 10 intercept marks that quarter. Could have been worse for the Bombers, I think, if the likes of Sharon and Bennett hadn't been back there. So they had 10-5 in that quarter intercept marks wise. Free kicks, been a well umpired game. The Bombers 17, South Launceston 18. We'll take a break here on City Park Radio. When we come back, we'll have last quarter action.
Now's the perfect time to upgrade to hybrid or electric. Visit Buckby Cherry today for an incredible $2,000 cash back, plus 3 years free servicing on select new energy models. Choose from the all-electric Cherry E5, the stylish and compact Tiggo 4 Hybrid, or the spacious Tiggo 8 Super Hybrid. But hurry, stock is limited and these offers won't last. Visit Buckbee Cherry today and drive away with more for less. T's and C's apply. Offer ends April 30. LMCT 3117.
A sponsor of City Park Radio.
Are you struggling with tech hassles at home? Whether it's setting up new devices, fixing existing ones, or needing one-on-one learning and support, I'm here to help you. Hi there, I'm Alex from Rent a Grandson. I make house calls resolving issues with TVs, computers, smartphones, printers, modems and more. Unlock special pension and concession discounts. For reliable tech support that comes to you, call 0488 66 8324 or visit rentagrandson.com.au. Your convenient, reliable solution for all things tech. Rent a Grandson, a sponsor of City Park Radio.
The NTFA, it's in our DNA. In northern Tasmania there are two seasons. There's footy season and there's waiting for footy season. The wait is over. And the forecast is the right kind of hot and the right kind of cold. All on the same day. 22 clubs, 67 teams, 9 premiership cups. Get to your local footy club this weekend. The NTFA is in our DNA.
Campaign brought to you by Solstice. Solstice, different energy.
A sponsor of City Park Radio.
Our NTFA broadcast brought to you by Buckbee Motors. Visit buckbeemotors.com.au to find your next car. A sponsor of City Park Radio.
Yes, and welcome back to UTAS Stadium, City Park Radio 96.5 or 103.7 FM, or you might be listening onto the stream. It is South Launceston here with a big lead at three-quarter time. It's South Launceston at 19-12, 126, leading North Launceston at 3 straight 18. Joined here by Maxie Walker and Dave Moore and Dave Gruber. Maxie, what's you thinking of the game so far at three-quarter time?
Well, I can tell you that, and Chris will probably confirm it, but we can tell you that North are one soldier down. Lucas Kerr's got the boot off and the ice on the calf, so he won't be taking any more part in today's game unless he's going to play with one boot. But, yeah, look, hard to take too many positives out of it for North Launceston, whereas South just continue on their merry way. Everyone's getting involved. You know, everyone's, focusing on team first. Haven't seen any people try and do any solo efforts that, watch me, I want to take it on.
That's Anthony Taylor, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Not interested in heroes. Yeah. He just wants everyone to play their role. Bit of percentage for everybody, rather than just go, look, let's put all our eggs in the one basket and try and push through Matthew Lee or whoever. They've got, numerous opportunities up forward, which shows on the scoreboard. Looks like Taylor might be finished for the day too, is he, for South Launceston? I noticed Jay Blackberry's there with him, I think it is.
Brendan Taylor, you haven't noticed him for quite a while.
No.
So we'll get Chris onto that after his report. Chris, what do you got for us there?
Lucas Kerr has got ice on his left calf muscle, so he's out for the game. Eleanor Sines just trying to get his players up. There's a lot of dropped heads here to my left. Slumped shoulders. Players coming off, a lot of interchanges, and the young players are just dejected and heads down. So it's really tough, on this North Launceston coaching panel. They're trying their best. Eleanor Sines even sort of drawing on the Anzac spirit. So, it's a fight for your mates and get in there. So, also, Asine is coaching from ground level, so he's not up in the stands. He's down here at ground level.
So, Chris, I'll get you to chase up the Brendan Taylor injury there. We didn't notice him in that quarter, so he's out for the day. So we'll get back to you at your convenience, and we'll get some news on that as we're about to get underway in the last quarter. Today's broadcast brought to you by Buckbee Motors. Locals supporting locals. We have your next car. Thank you, Buckbee Motors. Umpire Hamish Anderson throws it up in the middle of UTAS Stadium, which is a bit gloomy now. There's getting a bit of a cloud cover. Spinning out there is Harris to Farrelly. Long sweeping handball. Finds a teammate there in Max Matthews to the hot spot. Gibson nearly takes the mark at the spillage. Blackberry lurking. Back to Farrelly for another one. I don't think that was touched. I think Farrelly's got another goal. That's his fourth. Diving attempt to get a hand on it by Bennett, who's been just a heroic back there today. But Hunter Farrelly, he is having a game here. It's 4 goals now. Smart play, opportunist forwards goal. So 20-12, 132. Plays 3 goals straight, 18, Max.
And there's that team first mentality that I spoke about. There was 3 or 4 handballs there. Everyone was under pressure. No one just threw it on the boot. They knew that there'd be a runner outside wide. I think the first one might have been Hunter Farrelly himself, which gave him a bit of space off with the hands to another person, and followed it up to give himself goal number 4 for the day.
And we'll just cross down to Chris on the boundary. You got an update for us, Chris?
Yeah, Brendan Taylor's off. Just precautionary, really. He had a bit of tenderness in his knee, and they've just sort of taken him off as a precaution in this last quarter. He's been carrying it for a few weeks. He's on the bench, not no ice or anything, so it's just precautionary.
Thanks, Chris. It's Northern Bombers ball here. That was Pitt that sends this one inside 50. Oh, that's a great grab.
Oscar Mansell.
Oscar Mansell has taken a grab about 40 out straight in front. So an opportunity here for the Bombers. Terrific grab by Mansell. Set shot, 40 out, straight in front. We've only got a minute and a half here in this fourth quarter. And Mansell with an opportunity to put a goal on the board for North.
Great grab. Marks of the day.
Great grab.
It was a great grab.
They call him the Brick. That's his nickname. He was no brick then. He got up off the ground and sat on the pack.
Sure was. Here comes Mansell. Coming in, he'll kick from about 45, straight in front. Oscar Mansell, the mark deserved a goal, and it gets the goal. Oscar Mansell puts North on the board in this last quarter. It's South Launceston 20-12-132, leading North Launceston 4 goals straight, 24. That is Oscar Mansell with his second goal of the day, Max Walker.
Yeah, look, really good finish. Great grab by a small forward. You can't. He's not a key forward, he's a small forward, and really good grab, great finish. Thought he went awfully close to the man on the mark. He had to give a bit of air time to get it over the top of him, but made it easy. And one of the noticeable things there that I noticed, Fletcher Bennett's ran from full back down there to pat him on the back. You know, Oscar's played a fair bit of footy. You know, he's probably 20, 30, 40 senior games, but Fletcher Bennett, leading by example, made sure that he got down there and encouraged him.
Caleb Nason, torpedo inside 50. Gibson front position. Good spoil by Sheron. Falls to the front of the contest. Farrelly lurking. Gibson over the top. On the left foot. Snap for goal is good. That's right a bug. Gee, he threw that on the boot straight away. Probably had a bit more time, but he knew where the goals were, right a bug. And he's converted for South Launceston and kicks their 21st. And that is his first for the day.
Quick reply in about 10 seconds back to the middle. So
it's Caleb Nason again, Max, with that, that can be damaging these days, that big kick inside 50 with a 6.66.
Yeah, it is, and been very good today, Caleb. Very good.
City Park Radio next Saturday, match probably of the year so far, South Launceston versus Launceston from 2:25, Matt. We're looking forward to that one.
Looking forward to that one. It'll be a top of the table clash, and it should be an absolute ripper of a game. Can't wait to get out there next Saturday. Back in the centre here, so it is South Launceston 21-12-138, leading North Launceston 4 goals 24. Rucks go at it again. Nason gets the tap. And here is Graham. Graham with quick hands finds Caleb Nason again. Comes back to Munting. Munting still in the centre square but gets it off. And here is Nason with a kick inside 50. Goes towards the pocket. Gibson leads in the race. And the ball trickles over the boundary line there. Fraser wasn't too far away, but we'll have a boundary throw in. Almost 5 minutes gone in this last quarter here. We'll have a boundary throw in about 25 metres around from South's goal.
With the lights on here in a minute, Matt.
It's getting very gloomy up here, isn't it, Dave? Boundary throw in. 25 out from South Launceston's goal on the outer side there. Boundary throw umpire gets a good ball in there. It falls in the lap of Matthew Lee, who gives a quick handball away. Camden McIntosh has got it. McIntosh handballs over the back trying to find a player. It ends up with North ball. No, we're going to have another stoppage. We're going to have a ball up. A number of players over on top of that ball. And it was Dom Pitt underneath it all. He's had a pretty good game, Dom Pitt.
From the ball up, taken by Nason. Gives up to McIntosh. Spills to Farrelly. Gets Tom Graham there, leans back on a kick towards goal. One behind. 21-13, 139. North Launceston 4 straight, 24. 5 minutes gone in this last quarter. Bennett now with a quick kick, trying to find Pitt. Had to be a good kick, and it was. Pitt takes it on his chest. Back to Bennett. Has to stop and prop to Sheron. Under pressure, Sheron off the kick. He was pushed. Oh, then Gibson was tackled beautifully by Pitt. That was a goal-saving tackle. Gibson thought he had time there. But good work, Dom Pitt. And off again, North Launceston through Bennett. Handballs it to Gardner. A little fumble. His space is now closed down. Coughs up the footy. Taken by Fraser to Farrelly. Back to Fraser. Little fumble. Players getting tired. Ball spills out of bounds.
Good pressure there by Fletcher Bennett again, working pretty hard in defence, made sure that went over the boundary line. So we'll have a boundary throw-in. 6 minutes gone in this final term.
Max, a Rocherley Bridgenorth update if you could, please.
Absolutely. I was about to do that, Dave.
Go for it.
Boundary throw-in, deep inside at South Launceston's 50. Lee again gets the tap, wins it down. He's kicked the wrong way there. I did pick up the player who it was, but he kicked the wrong way. Lachlan Taylor handballs over and comes back to Tom Summers. Summers sends it back inside 50. Fraser gets a hand to it, bouncing around. There's Munting in there as well. Fraser, quick hands out, finds Bug. Ryder Bug here, about 40 out. Here's Fraser, gets a quick handball away to Brock Kenny. Kenny puts it towards the square, comes off hands and hits the post. It's another behind for South Launceston.
Short kick out now by Bennett to Pitt. Has to get on the bounce. Must play on. 45 kick. Dangerous. Well, Charlesworth might have given away a free kick there. Tackle late on Bug. Releases it. Lee. Back now to Tom Graham. Off a step. Kicks for goal. He's off to the left again. One behind. 21-15 at 141. Plays 4 straight. 24. 5 inside 50 to 1 this quarter. 6 clearances to 0. South leading all the dominant stats here. Little kick out here, marked in the back pocket by Blake Payne. Payne looking back inside. Has a target in Bennett. Has to reach for it, but takes the mark. Handball over the top. Teammate there in a Liam Ansell. Oh, tackle laid there. Gone. Play on to advantage. Ryder Bug gets to 45. Sets sail for goal and kicks another one for South Launceston. So the tackle was good. The ball spilled out, and Ryder Bug, who loves a goal, he's kicked 2 now in this quarter. 22-15, 147, 4 straight, 24. And good pressure there from South Launceston. They tried something, Max, out of defence, North, but just couldn't make it work for them.
Yeah, it was a bit of everything there, Dave. Like North sustained the pressure 2 or 3 occasions there. When they did get the opportunity to run it out of defence, it was a great run-down tackle and dropping the ball against, I think it was Eli Mansell, and the good advantage paid there by the umpire as well. And Ryder Bug finished it off.
Rocherley Bridgenorth.
Yeah, goal for goal up there. It's in the last quarter. 9-8 to 8-8. 9-8-62 Rocherley, 8-8-56 Bridgenorth.
We'll get down to Chris Sayer at the next stoppage. Here's Matt.
Nason and Canning in the ruck there. Nason won it down, but it's going to be Northern Bombers ball. Nice defensive mark taken there by Tom Graham. Just inside the Bombers 50. This is Graham. Goes out towards the wing there. He finds a teammate in Munting. Quick hands away. It ends up in Blackberry right on that logo on the outer side. Blackberry plays on straight away and gets it inside 50. And he's found a teammate in Caleb Nason. Nason takes this one 35 metres out straight in front. And we'll cross down to Chris on the boundary.
You've just missed the goal because he played on.
Played on. Okay. That was my fault.
Nason, no, all good, Dave. So Nason kicks the goal, puts South up to 24-15, 159. We'll cross down to you, Chris.
Trying to think if there's anyone here that has a light meter because it is getting dark.
Yeah, we're getting more difficult to see on that far side of the ground. There's no doubt about that, Chris. But gee, Caleb Nason come up through the South Juniors, Max. He's an impressive player.
He is, and really solid, and he's got mobility, which is what the key is for big men today, isn't it? They cover a lot of ground. There's been another ruckman play a lot of footy here who's gone down the coast this year. He used to cover a lot of ground as well, didn't he? Alex Lee. But,
23-15, 153, 4 straight, 24. Nason just goes up unopposed here. Gets it to Jordan, who's having a run on the ball. Mav Badcock's got it. He's tackled immediately. Your secondary ball up. Dave Gruber's stats, hit-outs, just 9-0 this quarter. He's got no opposition in the ruck at the moment. He just takes this one, the big fella. Kicks inside 50. Gibson there. But good mark in front. I reckon that might be Sheridan. No, Sheridan's got up there. So let's just see who it is. It might be, I think it's young Gissel there who's taking the mark. Fine mark in defence. Kicks over the top, but Lee gets in the way. It was Gissel with that nice mark. Lee, the front edge of the centre square. Kicks wide to Blackberry. Can he get on that left boot? Can he launch for goal? Can he kick a goal? He can't. One behind. 23-16, 159. Plays 4 straight 24. You listen to City Park Radio 103.7 and 96.5. We're at Youngtown Oval next week. Match of the year so far. South Launceston versus Launceston from 225. Here's Matt.
Fletcher Bennett to bring it back in. Fletcher Bennett goes short and finds a Gizzle there in the back pocket. Gizzle here finds another short player in Zach Martin with a short pass. So still inside defensive 50 here. They've worked around a couple of times but haven't moved it out of defensive 50 yet. Zach Martin now looks to go across the ground and he does so. Goes out to the towards the outer wing. Bouncing ball, and it is Sharon leading the race there. Sharon gets a bit of a hand on it, but it could be south ball, it could be a turnover here, and it is. Ends up with Munting. Munting, short pass, and he's going to find Blackberry. He does. Play on, says the umpire, so must have been touched. So Blackberry kicks from 50 out towards the square. Oh, and just sort of touched on the line there by Fletcher Bennett doing some fine work laying on the ground and ensures that that's a behind.
He's been terrific today. He might not be in the votes, Max, by the way. Heads up, you've got votes. Judy again. I know you love it. I'm sure Matthew McGee will be listening as it's switched back to Gissel in defence. Now to Fletcher Bennett. He's one of your fans with a 3-2-1 is Matthew McGee.
We all are.
And we are, of course we are. As Bennett clears the area. In the gloom there, it's Gardner on the left foot, kicks wider, looking for McIntosh, who takes the mark. Camden McIntosh takes his time. Kicks towards the centre of the ground here. Long, in fact, it fades away to the wing. A nice mark over the back, taken there by Lockie Taylor.
There's Lockie Taylor across half-back. Looks to go across the ground. He does just that. And he finds Wicks. Here's Brad Wicks at centre half-back. Short pass finds Grant Holt, who just sticks the mid up and takes a nice one-handed grab.
Like Jamari yesterday.
Grant Holt, very similar to it. And goes a short pass, and he has found Charlesworth, right on the logo from yesterday. And Charlesworth shorts another one, and he's found a target in Gibson. Gibson chips it out wide. We're approaching half forward. Here's Munting. Munting on the paint of 50 at left half forward. And Munting goes in towards the goal square. A long kick towards the goal square. Comes off hands. Bombers' defence will be under the pump here because Blackberry has kicked the goal. So Blackberry kicks his third goal. We are 13 minutes gone in this final term at South Launceston, 24-17, 161. North Launceston, 4 goals straight. Just the North defence there under a lot of pressure, Maxie.
Yeah, it was a bit of a training drill, wasn't it? From half back to, made it a little bit of pressure back in the goal square where Fletcher Bennett's patrolling. So they didn't have Fletcher Bennett back there. Again, it would have been another relatively easy goal, but their transition from back to forward was fairly standard.
You've just got to admire Fletcher, don't you? Like, he could have gone elsewhere like some others have. He's stuck with the club. Yeah. He's invested in helping these young players. He's not dropping his head. He's giving 100%.
Yep.
And you've really got to admire him for that.
Playing undersized as well, playing on bigger bodies, more height, that type of thing. But he's done that for 100 games, I guess, hasn't he, as well?
5 goals in this quarter. We might have 6-6-6 again, have we? We have. Yep. It's going the way of Nason with the free kick.
What a surprise.
Nason thinks about going the 45 to the wing, but now settles down. Looking for a handball release. That's cut off as well. So eventually goes the kick. Low pass. Cut off there by Bosveld. And handballs to McIntosh. Now to Leighton Davey. Gets through a bit of traffic there. Ambitious kick. Might come off if Martin can take the mark. He can't. Mark not paid. Handball over the top. Chance for Bosveld. Nicholas gets free. Gets a handball back to Bosveld. Player might have landed in his back. Play on, says the umpire. Jordan, aimless handball. Oh, gee, that's an interesting kick there from young Seedon. Kick to a space. Can't pick it up. Chance now right in front, and that'll be another goal. Help me out, Matt.
It is
number 20.
It's Max Matthews.
Max Matthews with the goal.
Yep, opportunistic goal there. Max Matthews just swept on the loose ball and kicked the goal.
So an error in defence there for North Launceston leads to another goal. 25-17, 167 to 4 straight 24. And you're listening to City Park Radio 103.7 and 96.5. And Chris, you got something for us on the boundary.
Only that the sun's out and they've turned the lights on. So
that's right.
Nice.
There you go. Always the way. And injury-wise down there, no more injuries, Chris, other than the ones reported, Brendan Taylor and Lucas Kerr.
That's right. A few tired bodies, especially from North, because they've really put in a lot in this second half.
They have indeed. Here's Matt Donaldson for City Park Radio Sport.
11 different goal kickers for South Launceston. Rucks go at it again. Fraser gets a handball down. It goes that way of Alex Jordan. Jordan, quick handball off. It's going to come back towards Grant Holt. Holt does a bit of a loop around it, and he's going to find a play there in the centre again. No, it goes over heads actually. Here's Nason again. Taps it forward to Farrelly. Farrelly wheels around on the right and chips across the ground. Trying to find Max Matthews. He'll run to this on the bounce. And gets a short pass in. He finds Kenny, his Brock Kenny. Doesn't take the mark. Bouncing ball at centre half forward for South. Umpire, the ball does come out, and here's Farrelly. Gets a quick. It's actually Blackberry gets a quick kick inside 50, and it's trickling ball into the pocket. It's Ryder Bug out there who kept it in, but it's going to work out okay for the Bombers here. Camden McIntosh runs on the loose ball, kicks it down the wing, and he's found a teammate over on the outer side. In Wilson, Billy Wilson kicks towards the centre of the ground. It's a 2-on-1, and it's Woodcock Davis who takes a great grab over the top there. So South with the intercept mark.
Woodcock Davis taking it just the centre side of the centre circles. Shorts it up now to Carl Fraser. Gets back quickly, chips it in the Farrelly direction, but nice mark. Coming out and taking it there. So pick up the play there. It's Sharon, I think it is. He's been really great again today. He's a real find for North Launceston. Nicholas also been okay. Spears it into Dom Pitt, who along with Fletcher Bennett, probably doing the two best players for the Bombers. Kick to the wing to Bosveld. Takes the mark unopposed. So a little bit of control of the footy here for the Bombers. Telegraphs the handball to Pitt. Gets around Lee under pressure from Holt. And gives Holt one to go on with as he goes past. He needs to be careful. It's going to be 50. Bit of frustration, I think, in that, Max.
Didn't look at it, Dave. Sorry, I had to head down trying to work out some
3-2-1
3-2-1s and so forth. But
no, it's just a bit of frustration there from P. He got caught with the footy, tried to make the play.
Where's he going there?
He's got a 50 metre.
Or was it downfield, was it? Or you don't pay a 50.
Oh, okay. No. Interesting. Anyway, Holt's got the footy. He's 2 kicks out from goal.
This is Holt, left half forward for South. Looking at his options, he goes towards the top of the square. So Holt's kick towards the top of the square, comes off hand. Camden McIntosh ends up with it. Handball's out to space. Here's Martin. Martin gets a quick handball away. North player immediately tackled, and that was Blaisley. On debut, put under a bit of pressure. Handballed, holding the ball. It's going to be a South Launceston free kick. Plays on straight away. Finds Graham. Graham with a quick pass inside 50. Ball goes over the back, bounces over McIntosh's head, and we'll have a boundary throw in. About 15 metres around from the right behind post. 18 minutes gone here at UTAS Stadium. South Launceston with a pretty big lead. 25-17, 167 leading North Launceston. 4 straight goals, 24. Boundary throw in. Deep inside at South Launceston's 50. Boundary throw in. Here it comes. Rucks go at it. Was Lee in the ruck there versus Smedley. Loose ball lurking around. Farrelly is lurking around this pack. He's waiting for the ball to come out. North Launceston player tackled straight away, and that was Davey. And umpire says, give it to me, we'll go again. So we'll have a ball up. We're about 35 metres. Hello, there's been a free kick. Free kick's been pulled out. It's going South Launceston's way. It's going to be that man, Matthew Lee. He could be about to kick 7 goals here, guys. So Matthew Lee, free kick. I didn't see what the free kick was for, Dave or Maxie.
Just looking at the stream a bit on replay there. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to tell.
It's going to be Lee to have the shot out. Yeah. The man on the mark is about 30 metres out directly in front.
Groobs reckons it might have been a bit of chat to the umpire.
Bit of verbal abuse, perhaps. But anyway, it's ended up with Matthew Lee kicking for goal number 7. He's kicked goals in the first, second and third quarter. This could complete the set as he lines up for his 7th. Matthew Lee keeps it low, goes over the goal umpire's hat. Goal number 7 for Matthew Lee.
Reminded me of one of Jack Gunston's kicks for goal yesterday. Same
it's an accidental goal.
Same sort of thing, but it's a goal. And a fine effort again, Max, from Matthew Lee.
Yeah, look, he's been on the end of some great teamwork as well, but in saying that, he's not selfish. He's prepared, in that first quarter we've seen him down here, centering a couple, handing a couple off, so he could have easily probably ended up with a couple more himself as well, but had a bit of a chat to, I think it's Fletch down there at the moment, just saying, I've got 7, you've got 0.
Back in the middle of UTAS Stadium. 20 minutes gone, probably another 7 or 8 minutes based on the previous quarters. 7 goals in this quarter. They kicked 7 in the first, 5 in the second, 7 in the third, and now they've kicked 7 in this last quarter. And there's probably time for a few more. Although North Launceston might have something to say about that as Gardner lost possession though. Fraser handballs it to Bug, further backwards to Holt. Now gets it to Tommy Graham, leans back on a kick, and Fraser, oh no, he doesn't take the mark, he's paid the mark. We're chopping the arms, thanks boys. As it's going to go to Carl Fraser. Holds the footy. Lots of options. In the end, he just chips it to Graham. Attacking side of the wing.
Had a better second half, Tommy Graham, than his first.
Had a massive year last year. Real improver in the competition. Tom Graham. Big 50-metre kick inside 50. Oh, that's almost a great mark. In fact, it is. Taken there by Lockie Harris. Went with purpose. Wayne Carey like there, taking it on his chest at elevation. Sure, he won't mind that comparison when he watches this back, but he's going to shoot for goal from underneath the scoreboard. Max?
Settle down, Dave. Settle down.
It's all right.
Wayne Carey.
He's just the start of his career. Rubes is laughing at me too. It's all right. There's Harris now underneath the scoreboard. For another goal for South Launceston. Not bad. It's through. Goal number 27 for the Bulldogs, and 2 goals now to Lockie Harris to find one in the third quarter snap, and now leads out and takes a mark. 27-17, 179 to 4 goals straight, 24. And like 2 young forwards here, I know Chase Oliver's another player who's in the under-18s at the moment, Max. They've got some good young forwards there, haven't they, South Launceston?
Yeah, they certainly have, and he had nothing but eyes for the ball then. And probably wasn't in the right position to mark it, but just used his body a little bit to turn at the last minute to make sure that he protected the drop of the ball. You talk about Wayne Carey, I'm thinking more Dermot Brereton, number 23, got the blonde locks. He's a real blonde locks. Dermy had to dye his because his were orange.
Woodcock Davis in the ruck this time against Smedley. Got the tap down initially. Going to be a Northern Bombers ball. Camden McIntosh goes off the ground. Heads up towards left half forward for the Bombers. They're going to have a look at it here and inside 50. Bouncing ball inside, and it will trickle over the boundary line. It was Tavina who just saw that ball over the line. Boundary umpire says, give it to me, we'll have a throw in.
Have a look at these boundary umpires, guys. They've doubled up, most of them, after yesterday. A huge day. They are blowing. So great work, boys, out there today.
You got a couple of names for us?
Yeah, I have. Mate and Cobber. If anyone's listening, you've got a boy or a daughter out there or a relation, become a boundary umpire and help them out. Even better, become a field umpire and keep the game flowing.
Woodcock Davis with the tap initially. Lots of players on this one. Umpire says, give it to me. We'll have another ball up here, deep inside at the Northern Bombers 50.
Got some names. Caden Chung, Eden Walker and Quinn Elliott.
Caden Chung just threw the ball in there. Eden Walker's just down here in front of us at the moment. And young Elliott, he's over there on the far side as well. No, he's not. He's down here manning the post.
And in goals are Eden and Bo. There we go.
No, in goals, Ethan Tudor and Bo Pratt.
Correct. Great job to all the umpires today. Boundary throw in here inside the Northern Bombers 50, about 25 out. Lots of players around this footy. Tackled straight away. There is a call. It's a holding the ball call that's gone against North. It was Pitt, actually, and it was Munting that laid the tackle. So Munting ends up with the free kick. Chips it down towards the wing. He's found a teammate there in Max Matthews. So Matthews takes this at left half back for the Bulldogs. Matthews plays on, looks to get around the man on the mark, and does just that. He spots up a teammate out on that far side. And the ball is played on. Goes over the top of Graham's head there. Ends up back with the Bombers. Here's Davey, who got out of a bit of trouble. Handball's back. It's going to be Sharon to clean up this one. Finds a short pass, goes towards the corridor. That's dangerous. Farrelly's lurking there. A couple of Bombers here. Gets Camden McIntosh, who does a bit of a pirouette with the ball on his hand. He does that okay. Gets it out. Northern Bombers with a chance to head inside 50, but it's been cut off by that man again, Tommy Graham. Graham gets on to Charlesworth. Charlesworth hands over the top. It ends up with Farrelly. Farrelly on the 50. Handballs into our man again in Gibson. This is Gibson. And it's, that man again, Fletcher Bennett on the last line of defence. Gets a hand to it. Goalkeeper style, Dave Moore.
I think it was Deegan Seaton on that occasion because
Fletcher Bennett's going to take the count.
The 7 on the back.
Apologies to Seaton. It was him that
on debut
got the hands to it and ensured denied Gibson a goal.
Fletcher Bennett now from full back. It's 180 plays 24, probably about 2 minutes or 3 of playing time left. Here's a chance now, inside out, kick for goal. I think that's floated through.
Floated through. It was Munting.
It was Munting, the goal scorer. It's his first for today. So good conversion there from the young man. I think he made his debut last year. Once again, he had a big number on the back last year, but he was very impressive, Thomas Munting. And he's kicked a goal now, and that's their 28th. 28-18, 186.
And their
4 straight 24.
And their 12th goal kicker, Dave. So big spread today. So the coach would enjoy that. Very important. If you hold a couple of guys down, if Matthew Lee or Hunter Farrelly or Will Gibson's not kicking them, they've got plenty of backup there, which is great for the club moving forward.
Looks like they get through today relatively unscathed, so we hope that injury to Brennan Taylor is just precautionary, because he's a very important player, all that experience across a number of clubs. Max, got a score there, Rochalee?
Yeah, I'll wait till a stoppage.
Thomas Munting takes it out, kicks towards half forward, and a lovely mark taken there by Jordan. Plays on, has support. This is Blackberry, or is it Gibson? I think it's Gibson.
Gibson
Kicks a goal. So Will Gibson, that's goal number 4, Matt. Have I got that right?
And he completes the set because he's kicked one in the first,
each
second,
quarter.
third and fourth. Yep.
So easy as you like. It's a bit of a procession now here at UTAS Stadium. 29-18, 192. It's a 4 straight 24. Let's get back to that Rochalee score.
Yeah, look, probably I'd make a call early. Probably a grand final preview today up there today.
Yep.
Both clubs are going along nicely so far. Final score today, 9-8 to 8-8. 9-8-62. Rochalee defeated Bridgenorth 8-8-56.
Right,
so
close one.
Nothing more than a goal or two in it all day. So it would have been a really, really tight, entertaining contest.
Nason and Smedley to do battle in the ruck here. We've gone 27 minutes in this last term. Must be getting pretty close to full time. Nason wins the ruck down, gets it towards Blackberry. That's going to be a Northern Bombers ball. Here's Martin. Martin, quick hands to Pitt. Pitt with a kick inside 50 and a nice defensive mark there taken by Woodcock Davis. So Woodcock Davis looks to spread this out wide, and he's found a teammate. He has, takes a very nice grab. That's number 20. It's Max Matthews. Next link in the chain here out on the wing. This is some nice ball movement from South Launceston. They look towards just to move towards half forward. Here's Fraser, gets the ball off hands and chips it up towards that man again. In Gibson, not quite. Loose ball inside 50. It's Jordan. He's tackled straight away. Ball comes out. The North player on top of this one. You've got to be careful. Umpire says, no, give it to me. We'll have a ball up. 28 minutes gone in this final quarter. We'll have a ball up about 20 metres out from South's goal. Loose ball. Here's Lee along the ground. Gets a kick away and it hits the post. Oh, Matthew Lee was going for goal number 8 there, boys. And he just quick wheel and go and he's hit the post. So behind for South Launceston.
29-19, plays 4 straight. 28 and a half minutes gone. The dying moments of this game as Sharon gets it out here. I think that's Seedon that marks in the back pocket. Chip kick over the top. Finds Harper Sheehan. Harper up the wing. His target there is Nicholas. Coming through though. Good work from Hibbs. He kicks inside 50. 1 grab, 2 not there for Lee. Has the recovery. Snap on the left foot for goal number 8. Is offline. It's their 20th behind. So they get 10 goals. Let me see, 10 goals, 8 in this quarter. So it's 18 scoring shots out of 19 entries groups. Have got that right? There you go. It's about every entry has been ended up in a score. Over the back here, Nason. Handball over the top. Ends up now with Gibson centering ball. Nice mark by Mav Badcock.
Mav Badcock, that's the final siren there. So it is South Launceston with a huge win here at UTAS Stadium this afternoon. Final score, South Launceston 29-20, 194. Defeated North Launceston 4 goals straight, 4 straight 24. Goal kicks there, guys, for North Launceston. We've got singles to Smedley, Wilson, and Oscar Mansell kicked 2. For South Odds as well, Matthew Lee had a day out. He's kicked 7 goals. Hunter Farrelly kicked 4. Will Gibson kicked 4. We've got Lockie Harris kicked 2. Brad Wicks kicked 2. Ryder Budd kicked 2. And singles to Grant Holt, Thomas Munting, Cale Fraser.
And Blackberry
kicked 3. Sorry, I missed Blackberry there. He kicked 3. So a big win, boys, to South Launceston this afternoon.
Yeah, very convincing win in the end to the Bulldogs. And they just got better as the game went on. It's hard to believe, Max, at one stage, North Launceston kicked 2 goals to 1 in the first 15 minutes. We thought this is going to be a good tussle here, but eventually South just too fit, too strong.
Yeah, like that first 10 or 15 minutes of the game, North served it up to them, and unfortunately it couldn't last beyond that, and South just kept plugging away and getting on top of it kick by kick, and ran out comprehensive winners. And some of those stats of Grooves today are quite, I won't say amazing, but they're probably quite concerning for other clubs who are going to play South. And Launceston to be looking at them. How do they stop pretty much every inside 50 in the last quarter was a score, which is pretty much unheard of. It's pretty awesome footy, but overall South were just too polished, had too many winners on every line, right through the guts today. When it did get down south, down North End in the forward line, their defence held strong, only leaking 4 goals, which doesn't happen very often.
So we've got Harry Charlesworth now with Chris Sayer.
Maxie Walker, shut up. Harry, that was a good day at the office.
It was, mate, yeah. Some pleasing signs out of that. I think we competed pretty well. Still a little bit patchy, but we're happy with our overall performance today. I think after half-time we really worked on a few things and got moving well.
Lazy 7 for Matthew Lee, but 12 goal kickers all up. It's a good sign.
Yeah, no, it's pretty impressive. So I think the service was pretty good to them. I think that was one of our focuses this week, was give the forwards a better look, get it deep, and put the pressure on them. So worked well.
How much was in the team's mind for what's happening next week? Big clash next week.
Yeah, definitely. We were using today as a bit of a launch pad for us. The next 2 kind of games for us are pretty huge. So Lonnie and Longford. So I think we're prepped pretty well and ready to go.
It's good signs, isn't it? I mean, the young players coming through, but people like Blackberry there.
Yeah, I feel like we've got a good mix at the moment, experience and youth, and the young boys starting to come on, so we're keen and ready to go.
Well done today. Thanks for the chat.
Thanks very much.
Thanks there to Harry Charlesworth, and thanks to Chris Sayer there for his work on the boundary today. Okay, Max, just some of your better players in your 3-2-1 before we wrap up here at UTAS Stadium.
Yep, thanks Dave. I'll start with North Launceston. Better players, didn't stop all day. Dom Pitt tried very hard. Isaac Smedley rotated between ruck and the forward line. I thought he was serviceable. Oscar Mansell popped up with 2 goals and tried his hardest, made the most of every opportunity he got. Young Sharon down back as well, played a good honest game. Fletcher Bennett, just the colonel down there, trying to all these little what is it, colonel versus what are young people in the forces? What are they? Yeah, privates, whatever they are. Yep. Anyway, he was in charge of those. Mav Badcock got a bit of the ball. Josh Bosveld, a new player in the first half, did well. Camden McIntosh, hopefully his involvement and guidance out there will just give those guys a little bit more confidence and give them some direction as well. Like his experience, multiple premierships with the Mighty Tigers in Melbourne, got to be good. Those guys don't come along and play games without inputting and providing some guidance. For South Launceston, got Tom Graham and Jay Blackberry in the second half. Came into the game and many opportunities set up. Honest performance all day. Kurt Hibbs, great to see him playing senior footy. Grant Holt, the same. Hunter Farrell, he was good, certainly around goals and sharing the ball around also. Caleb Nasom, very, very, very good. Carl Fraser, another guy who I love seeing playing senior footy. He was out there and played footy today, which he's probably not accustomed to sometimes. He's a bit of a fiery person, but if he keeps doing what he's doing, he'll hold his spot for sure. Alex Jordan, hadn't seen him at this level before, but performed very, very well. And Ryder Bug, very skillful young bloke, got a big future in front of him, so they were probably the better players for South.
It's interesting when you look down that list, you can't leave any players out, can you?
No.
A lot of contributors through the day.
Yep.
Before you 3-2-1, we'll do the stats. Thanks to Dave Gruber, great job again today. Hit-outs today, South Launceston with Caleb Nason, 60 hit-outs to 18. Clearances, 39 to 23, 11 to 3 in that last quarter. They were dominant in the centre of the ground there were the Bulldogs. Inside 50s, 20 to 4 in that last quarter, 68 to 24 over the day. Marks inside 50, 15 to the Bulldogs, 3 to the Bombers throughout the game. Intercept marks, 20 to South, 18 to North Launceston, 6 to 4 in the last quarter. And free kicks, 25 to the Bulldogs, 19 to North Launceston. For the City Park Radio Player of the Year Award, 3-2-1 today. Thanks, Max Walker.
Thanks very much, Dave. Apologies to 2 or 3 guys. One vote goes to Fletcher Bennett from North Launceston. I suspect that instead of ending up with 29 goals, they could have easily had 39, I would have thought, if Fletcher was not the colonel back there on the last line of defence. Apologies to Hunter Farrelly, Alex Jordan, like I said, who I was impressed watching him, and Ryder Bug. I couldn't squeeze any of you guys in unless I went half votes, but 1 vote to Fletcher Bennett, 2 to Matthew Lee for the finish of a lot of players up forward and sharing a couple, handing them off himself, and 3 votes to a bloke who had 185 hitouts today and probably 11 centre clearances himself, Caleb Nason. Nason, sorry.
Thank you much, Max Walker. And Max will, I think, are we on next weekend? I'm trying to think. I can't think of my roster.
I think I'm Scottsdale next.
That's right, you are Scottsdale next. So we'll look forward to that one. Next week we've got a double header on our broadcast. We've got at Youngtown on Saturday. We've got South Launceston versus Launceston, game of the year, possible grand final preview from 2:25. And then we've got radio next Sunday here for Tasmania versus Sandringham. Early start, 5 to 11, so stay tuned to that one. Thanks to you, Max.
Thank you. Loved it. Keep listening, everyone. And, good call. Good call, man.
Great to have you again, Matt, in commentary.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for the opportunity. It's great to be here. And big shout out to Groobs as well on the stats.
Groobs on the stats.
Very, very enjoyable afternoon.
Chris on the boundary. Terrific work. Thanks for Tiffany Whitney for joining us at half-time. Thanks to Chris Ball for his work in the studio today, getting us to air as he does each and every week. Thanks to our sponsors, Brew Coffee Hut, and especially Buckby Motors for your support this year as well. And thanks also to Daniel on the camera today, doing a great job on the stream. That's a very important job. That's all from us here at UTAS Stadium. In the end, it was a massive win to South Launceston, 29-20, 144, defeating North Launceston 4 straight 24. On behalf of AFL Tas Live Stream and City Park Radio, bye for now.
The NTFA, it's in our DNA. In northern Tasmania, there are 2 seasons. There's footy season and there's waiting for footy season. Well, the wait is over. And the forecast is the right kind of hot and the right kind of cold. All on the same day. 22 clubs, 67 teams, 9 premiership cups up for grabs. Get to your local footy club this weekend. The NTFA, it's in our DNA.